The basketball Buckeyes were on the hardwood over the weekend. They came up short against the Tar Heels 71-70. And finally, we know who the Buckeyes will face in the Cotton Bowl as Miami beat Texas A&M 10-3 to advance in the CFP. This update was sponsored by the Lion's Den, the official store for pleasure, passion, and romance. Shop discreetly in-store or online and unlock a world of confidence and connection at the Lion's Den.
Good morning, Columbus.
Joe, that ain't good enough. Come on, Joe.
Wait, no. Not this one.
Frizzle left tight, F fly, pass 37 punch, waggle, help, baby dizzy, X fan on the turbo.
Thank you, baby.
Football, man.
It's time to listen to a bald, fat loudmouth
Mr. T-Bone.
and a former football player.
And that ball intercepted by Tyvis pal.
Wow, no radio station has ever done that before.
Did it work for those people?
No, it never does. But it might work for us.
Welcome to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Welcome in. Happy Monday to you. What's up? I'm T-Bone. He's Tyvis. Good morning, Tyvis.
Wagwan.
It is the week of Christmas, so I don't know. I haven't.
Little Saint Nick.
That's right.
Black Santa.
He visited us. I'm wearing the shoes.
What's Black Santa's government name?
Black Santa.
Yeah, but isn't it like? I mean, Santa Claus is Kris Kringle,
Right.
Right. So is there a name for Black Santa Claus, or is he also just Kris Kringle?
Tyvis Powell.
Accurate. Actually, I don't know if every culture has a different Santa Claus, but like if Italians from Chicago have a Santa Claus, then like Common Man is that guy, and I got to say thanks to him. I got in this morning. He texted me last night. He said, "Hey, I left you a little something on your desk," and I said, "Oh, okay, thanks." And I'm thinking like that he didn't have to do that, right?
Yeah.
He didn't have to leave me a gift.
What a guy.
I get in this morning, and he has left me a bottle of Blanton's, which is a very nice bourbon. But it's not just Blanton's. It's like
The man knows you.
it's the gold label Blanton's, which is like the higher proof, which is even more alcohol in it. So
he really knows you.
he knows me too well, as a matter of fact. But that was a very nice gift from Common
this
Man.
something that you age? Or
It's
you-
already been aged. It's already, they did that for me.
So this is the enjoy phase.
Yeah,
You're going to
yeah.
enjoy that this holiday season.
Tyvis, I've been to the place where they put this stuff in the bottle. They literally, it's all these people from Kentucky down at Buffalo Trace, and they have a building where they just bottle this stuff. All the other stuff is bottled by machine. This one is literally people sitting there with like a hand crank going like, psh, and filling a bottle, putting a little topper on it. They seal it with wax. It's like a whole process. They write on there the date they write it in marker. Like, this is the date we dumped this out of a barrel and put it in this bottle. Here's the date it came out.
No
like
kidding.
it's a, yeah.
What a
Little
guy.
thing. That was nice of him.
Look at that.
I mean, I got Jordans from you.
Even though y'all got a divorce, he still look out for you.
That's right. I'm his baby mama, apparently. He still sends me something nice every day, and I appreciate that. He still looks out for me, even though he's got the new side piece there with Tim. He's moved on in his relationship. That's really nice of him. I appreciate that. So, yeah, the season of giving continues around here. I have Dylan's present. It's already here. However, Tyvis, your present, despite me paying for 2-day shipping last Monday, still not arrived, which is fine. I get it.
Did you?
I get it. There's a lot going on right now.
Look at the thing, because it tells you, like, I ordered my wife a gift and I got like 2-day shipping, but it also said like it potentially won't get here until after Christmas.
No. It said I was good on the date. It said everything.
Oh.
And you know what? It will get here by Christmas. It's supposed to be here today.
Oh, well.
So hopefully tomorrow I will give it to you. But Dylan's gift is here now, and Dylan is not here tomorrow, right, Dylan? You're gone?
That's correct.
Okay. So
Taking PTO, Tyvis.
Yeah, there you
Who
go.
are you?
That's exactly right.
I don't even know who you are anymore.
He's Mr. PTO.
Yep. Me tomorrow.
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, the kids, they have off this week.
Yeah.
Very hard for us to get someone, especially me as a single father.
When I did it, it was World War III when I did that.
It's not world. No.
And the reason why it's World War III is because you're a hypocrite.
You give.
I am not a hypocrite. I will take all. Next year, Tyvis, this is a promise I'm going to make to you right now. Next year, I will not waste a single day of PTO. Not a one.
Mr. PTO.
That's the way to do it, honestly. They already factored that into your account to your wages. They looked at you and said, "Hey, this is your compensation. This is how many days off you get. This is your health care."
I wish they buy me out.
Yeah, I'm
wish
with
they would
you.
buy me.
If you could cash them, I probably wouldn't use them all and cash some of them.
You know,
I would use
some years.
I would use one.
I know. I've always said in this business, it's so funny because like my dad worked for the state for years, and at the end of his time there, he had over 150 days that he was able to cash all of them in from his years of working, and he got some big check at the end because it was like, picture that, 150 days worth of work. That's more than like half a year when you factor in weekends. That's like almost another year's or half a year's salary that he got on top of that.
This is my mother's fault.
Yeah.
Every time. When I think about like not missing or the harsh conditions that it be and I still come to work, it's my mother's fault.
What did your mother say to you?
Well, she messed me up as a kid,
I mean, all of our parents did that, but what way specifically?
By the way, I need to talk to you about disciplining kids.
All right. Well, we'll get there, but what did your mom do to you?
Beat him, Tyvis.
No, don't do that.
I'm going to tell you about it in a second because it got out of
Why
hand.
did that play? No. This is what's supposed to play. Don't do that.
No, but my mother made me go to school every day, no matter how sick, weather, storm, nothing. It didn't matter.
That's because she didn't want to hang out with you.
No,
Yeah,
it's
that's
because
exactly right.
she said, I'm going to work and you getting out of this house. You ain't staying here. So it was like, well, I might as well just go to school.
Yeah.
Anyways, but look, that's irrelevant. I got to talk about discipline, my kids. So my oldest daughter, Leliana, if you ever meet Leliana, you will not think that she is a 5-year-old because she really is mature for her age. You know, she's really taken the big sister role and really ran with it to the point where it's like she's almost feels like a teenager. So me saying that, she has gotten a little chesty lately with my wife.
Oh.
And, my wife does everything for her.
Are we talking about some back talk occurring?
Yeah. So my wife does everything for the kids. Like she just, even when the kids ain't doing all that great attitude wise, she still goes out and buys them stuff and everything. She just spoils the kids, right? So the other day, what was this? This was Saturday morning. I was asleep. My oldest comes in the room, and my wife has been a little sick lately. So she wanted to get into bed with me and my wife. And my wife was like, Lauren's like, no, I'm sick. You just got to go back to bed. I don't know what she said because I was asleep. So I don't know what she said or did. But she did something, and my wife woke up, jumped out the bed, and like hit her on the butt, and like escorted her back to the room. Now I woke up on the escort back to the room.
Right. Yeah.
So I was like, it's like 4 o'clock in the morning. I was, okay, whatever.
Some of us were already up, Tyvis, but go ahead. That's
4 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, whatever. I get up. I say, I go back to sleep. When I get up officially, and my wife gets up officially, she then tells me, like, you got to do something. You got to step in here and do something because, like, I'm sick and I can't. And Leliana's just out of control. She's been just back talking me and stomping and having an attitude when I say no and all those things. So this is where I'm at with this. Where is that thin? It's a thin line on disciplining your kids. Mm-hmm. There is Joe Jackson. And then there's the thing they call gentle parenting.
I mean, right.
Where do y'all fall on the totem pole?
I feel like
because me being raised, I was raised like Joe Jackson.
Oh, thrown in the fireplace. That kind of stuff.
Yeah, this is. Yeah. You gonna remember this?
No.
I remember this.
I feel
belts,
like
extension cords, switches, all that.
Okay,
Dude, you didn't have the same
That's
experience?
where I was.
We did have a couple paddlings that happened occasionally, but yeah, nothing like that. No.
So it's gonna come up again. I went in there and I told my daughter, I told Leigh, I said, if you get out of line one more time, I'm gonna give you the greatest butt whooping this world has ever seen. And I got on both knees and I prayed, please do it again. Please. Please. I dare you. Please. Please. One more time.
Wow.
Say something crazy to your mama. One more time.
Say
please.
something else.
Please.
Yeah.
So where are y'all at when it comes to this? Because you have 3 kids.
Yeah.
And you have a daughter.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we have daughters. So, you don't really want to,
Right.
discipline your daughter.
No,
like if it was
like-
my son, maybe it's a different story. But the daughter, like, I'm a little hesitant. Where are you? How did y'all do it?
I mean, to be like completely 100% real, I think they've done a lot of studies that have said doing anything physically towards your children can cause irreparable psychological harm.
Yes.
So that's where I'm like, okay, well, that seems, for me, that's out. Like, that's not a part of what we do. However, what I would do is it's all about motivation at some point and like saying, do you want to do this thing in the future? Then right now has to be important to you. But like when they're 5 or even younger, it's hard for them to see anything other than immediately in the moment. And we're currently with our 6-year-old, we're going through that right now because you're right. Like everything you read about is if you yell at the kids, they're going to have like low self-esteem the rest of their lives. And it's
but I don't think that's true.
That's fine. No, maybe it is true. But the other part of that is like, what if they have a parent who's just like strokes out at like 7 when they're 7 and it's like, now you don't have a mom or a dad. Like they're just, because we never like said enough. Like we never never once just shouted at them and then we kept it all inside and then we die of a heart attack. What happens? Like I'm saying, what's healthier? I feel like yelling at them a little bit is okay just to help get the message across that this is too much right now.
I feel like if I yell at them, if they play sports, the coach is going to yell at them. I don't want them to be yelled at for the first time by the coach and then they don't know how to handle it. Like I want it to be like, oh, well, my parents yelled at me, so like I'm good.
That's fine. I think the other side of this, I don't know if you want to be the coach at home because then it's like,
you know how many times don't listen to him, listen to me.
Yeah. The biggest thing is for me that I've found out with parenting is like you and the wife always. It's like a united front with the kids where it's like, whatever she said is what I think. And it's like, she said this thing. And I'm like, damn, that is crazy. But it doesn't matter. Well, I'm with her. And then later I go talk to her and I'm like, did you really tell our kids you're going to like leave them at the fire station? All right. Yeah. We're going to leave at the fire station. You hear me?
See, Tyvis, I'm with you, and I really don't want to discipline my girl, but I introduced the light spanking early.
I did
so
too.
Now,
I did one. Leliana, only time I've ever disciplined her was one time, one firm pat on the butt.
So then the threat is always real. It's always there. Because if you threaten them and you never spanked them before, then they're like, yeah, you've said this before, but you've never done it. So I did it a couple times early. So now when I threaten it, she thinks the threat is real. I don't know if it actually is or not. I don't think I have the stomach to spank her anymore.
Well, if
if I had a dude, if I had a son, I'd be like, square up.
Yeah. Yeah. Little T, whenever he hit his swirl, it's going down.
I will tell you this, as the father of a 15-year-old girl, I will also tell you, like, that whole thing about not wanting to square up with your kids, that flew out the coop about 2 years ago, because now I would fight her in the street over some stuff that we're doing. I restrained myself, but I would fight that kid, absolutely, if it came to it. We know who the Buckeyes will play in the Cotton Bowl on New Year's Eve. We'll talk about the matchup with Miami next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning. Right now, we don't have any crashes on your roadways. Starting to watch things pick up on 33 on the southeast side and on I-71 as you make your way into downtown. I'm 10 TV's Amy Stuggerwald with your fan traffic.
Men, it's the holidays, the season of all kinds of hustle and bustle. But if your energy is down, if you aren't sleeping well, if your sex drive is MIA, and you just don't feel like the guy you once were, maybe it's tough to get excited for all the holiday cheer. This is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health, and if this sounds like you may have low testosterone. And if so, this is the season for you to get treated. At Tri-State Men's Health, we're experts in treating low T. If you're like most guys, you'll feel the change in just a few weeks. And truly, the results can be life-changing. You'll have improved mental clarity, your energy will kick up, your workouts will be better, your sleep patterns will improve, and your sex drive will likely heat up as well. So call us and don't go through another season with low T. Your initial visit is only $99 and includes blood work, a medical consult, and if you start on testosterone the day of your appointment, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com. That's tristatemenshealth.com. We have 2 convenient locations in the area to serve you, in Hilliard and Westerville.
This Christmas, get a bonus AI Essentials course when you enroll in any My Computer Career IT program by the end of the year. That's a $3,900 value. Attend classes online or on campus. Enjoy lifetime job placement support and IT certifications in high demand. Go to mycomputercareer.edu today and take the free career evaluation. That's mycomputercareer.edu, an elite CompTIA certification partner. Conditions apply to AI offer and financial aid is available to those who qualify, including the GI Bill.
Hey, it's Austin Ward. Listen to The Beat with Austin and Byrne, now powered by the Waterworks and Header Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Get the latest Buckeye news, insights, and unbeatable analysis every day. Don't miss a moment. Stream The Beat with Austin and Byrne, sponsored by the Waterworks and Header Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
Does your vehicle need maintenance, but you don't have time? Krieger Ford's got you covered. Enjoy our convenient pickup and delivery service, or we come to you with our mobile service van. It's fast, easy, and hassle-free. Schedule your appointment today, only at KriegerFord.com.
Millions of fans agree. This Christmas tradition rocks. Trans-Siberian Orchestra, live in concert, presenting the Ghosts of Christmas Eve, the best of TSO and more. December 23rd, 2 shows, Nationwide Arena. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Trans-Siberian Orchestra. A portion of the proceeds benefits the James and Heather Pick Music Program.
Put a new sound on an old song. This season at Lion's Den, the official store of pleasure, passion, and romance.
Come on, kids, we're going to Grandma's house.
Grandma's house! Grandma's house! What do we do to be safe and ready to go? We buckle up. Buckle up.
Phones down.
Phones down. And when we go, take it slow. And if you drink,
Don't drive. And off we go.
ODOT, the Ohio State Highway Patrol, and the Ohio Traffic Safety Office are doing their part to keep roads safe. Do your part to make sure everyone makes it home safe for the holidays.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is fast for cash. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family. I even buy my tenants won't pay me the rent houses. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
A pretty frosty and chilly start for us. Wake-up temperatures will be in the teens and 20s. And then as we head into the day today, we do warm up to be more seasonable with our temperatures in the low 40s and a mix of sun and clouds. For tonight, rain develops late overnight, otherwise cloudy with lows in the 30s. And for Tuesday, cloudy skies, isolated showers, and breezy winds, bringing those temperatures in the mid to low 50s. For the Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with the 10 Weather Impact Forecast.
It's Reaction Monday, where our highly trained experts talk football.
Sponsored by the Roofing Guys.
Your home for reaction and overreaction, the Fan. One of these men is bald and fat. The other is T-Bone. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Lots to get to today. Actually, I didn't even set up the show yet because we got talking about parenting, and I'll tell you what, these kids, there's just some days where they get to you. They get under your skin.
You know,
that's why you got to be the adult. You got to try to stay above it, but it's tough sometimes. Tough.
You got to threaten them with a spank. I like Dylan's motto because I'm the same way. I've only spanked Lay one time in her life, just once. Yeah. But like it's kept her in line, like to the point where if I say something, like she does it. So like we'll see how long she get chesty again. I'm telling you, you're gonna hear about it all the way in Marysville.
I'll also try to traumatize her with my trauma. I'll be like, I used to get hit with the belt. There used to be a specific belt just for whippings.
Oh,
it
one with the holes in it?
Yep, it sat right on
the stove.
Ours sat on a chair right by the front door, so if we were acting up while we were out, It's just right there for someone to grab and hit us with it. Or if we were in the house and something was going down, we were told to go get it.
Oh, yeah. See, that's bad.
Go get my belt.
Yep.
Yeah.
My parents ain't make me go get it. It was sitting right there on that stove to remind you what's going to happen.
And if it was my dad who was feeling a specific type of way and he didn't feel like waiting to go get the belt, he just took it off his pants.
Yeah, I've never had that. Though I'm guessing the noise of that thing going like through the. I'm guessing that has to be terrifying. I've never experienced it, but I know what it sounds like when I take off my belt. It's like I know that had to induce fear. You could probably hear that from a county away, Dylan. Just your dad takes his belt off now, and you're like, what happened? All right. So speaking of belt to ass, how about if I saw it that Miami? I saw Michael Irvin. Did you see him taking the belt to the Texas A&M? With the Texas A&M jersey on.
No, did you see him down on all fours?
Oh, yeah, on the touchdown.
I'm like, what is wrong with
He's, I tell you what, cocaine's a hell of a drug.
I love the passion. He back on that stuff
I don't
again.
know.
He back on that stuff.
Dallas Cowboys visited the White House every week, but it's not the one you thought. It's that was a different White House entirely. You should read up on it if you don't know about that.
I like his passion, but man.
He's he's on a different level. But I tell you what, he does have the passion for Miami football, and they beat Texas A&M. It was not obviously a belt to ass type of game, but in the end, they went into College Station and they beat a team that, I don't know, an SEC team that was undefeated until they ran into the buzzsaw that is Texas, 3-loss Texas. It's almost like Texas A&M might have been slightly overrated, and like a lot of us thought, maybe they haven't played anyone either, even though they're in the vaunted SEC. We found out when Miami was able to get the job done there. But first off, I know we know the matchup is between Miami and Ohio State, but what did you guys think of that game itself? Because I watched, dude. And I mean, you're a defensive guy.
Snooze fest.
The two defenses were great.
It wasn't the defenses. The offense was terrible.
Well,
they were terrible.
I thought the defenses were great, but they also, yes, to your point, there were open passes for both guys that both Carson Beck and Marcel Reed
just like airmailed a pick. I'm like, where was this at when I was playing? Man, I ate that up.
I told
Thank you.
I'm watching it going, I mean, this guy is good to blow up at least once or twice a game. He didn't do it for most of the season, but then late in the season, that's become his thing now. And go figure, the competition's gotten better. Suddenly he doesn't look as good. But yeah, I don't think Ohio State's defense has a ton to worry about with 14 of 20, 103 yards, a touchdown, no picks from Carson Beck. Like, the thing that would worry me if I'm Ohio State looking at this matchup is, once again, you have a team that loves to do battle in the trenches. Mm-hmm. Miami's defensive line will absolutely be a problem.
Yeah, they had 7 sacks, 9 TFLs, so they definitely got active. And, Marcel Reed being a scrambling quarterback, that was the only thing that really even gave their offense any light, was the fact that he had the mobility on the offensive side for Miami. I mean, Mark Fletcher Jr. would be something there because obviously he was committed to the Buckeyes for like a good 6 months or something like that, and then before flipping to Miami. So that ties there. He finished the game with 172 yards rushing. The last time the Buckeyes gave up, I want to say they get the most one player got rushing on the Buckeyes was 80 yards against Texas first week of the season.
I feel like I
think Katron Allen may have had 74 yards or something like that rushing, but like nobody has rushed, like one single player has not rushed for over 100 yards on the Buckeyes this entire season. So I don't think that's going to be the case. I do like Miami's offensive line because I do respect Texas A&M's defensive line, and they kind of, for the most part, played a decent game, trying to keep Carson Beck clean. Malachi Toney is their only skilled guy.
Yeah, he didn't do a ton against Texas A&M because, I mean, they've got skill guys out there defensively.
The punt return was the big thing for him, but not on offense. He didn't do anything.
Yeah, it did seem like they were trying to kind of force him a little bit at times and giving him more chances, but in reality, they should have just kept feeding Mark Fletcher. And they did towards the end of that game. They started realizing, why don't we just give it to our best running back and let him go? And he did.
It's been a long time since like one running back just completely just dominated.
Yeah.
And I just don't think that that's going to happen. I just don't think it's going to have to come on the shoulder of Beck.
I would actually dare them. I'd say, you know what, if you want to run the football, great. Let me reverse that. I'm going to sell to stop him and say, let's see if Carson Beck can beat us, because I don't think he can. I think you have the only thing that worries me more is Malachi Toney getting loose. I mean, we have a long time to break this whole game down, but I'm looking at this, and we were texting in the group chat. I mean, for me, if you don't put the line at over like 17.5, I'm taking Ohio State to cover on this game.
I wonder what
and the line. Well, it is like 10.5, isn't it, Dylan?
Yeah, it's 10.5 right now.
Yeah, and you said in our group chat, you said 11 would probably be where. What did you say? 11?
I said during the game, I think 11.5.
Yeah,
well, right when Miami scored that touchdown.
Now.
Oh, I said moving
it's
down.
already moving down.
9.5.
Yeah,
great. That's happened all year for Ohio State.
That's fine.
Where the line moved towards the other team.
And let it happen. That's fine. I watched that game. I have watched a lot of Miami football this year. I have watched a lot of Texas A&M football this year. And I watched that game what did we say before the game? We all said, take the under on this one because there's not going to be a lot of offense. There wasn't, because we've watched these teams play and we knew kind of what they were. And now I look at this game and I say, again, with Miami, they're tough. Like, they are physically tough. They have players that can absolutely make you pay. But also, they're a physical team that I don't think has a lot of guys on the edge who are going to make you pay other than Malachi Toney.
It would have to, if for Miami to win this game, their defensive line would have to be dominant in this game. And the one thing that they do have going for them is they got Mario Cristobal. And Mario Cristobal, when he was with Oregon, came right into the shoe and beat us. Out-physicaled us. It was the game that everybody blamed Coach Cole. They ran for like 300 yards because they ran the same play like 3 times and scored every time on it, and I just was flabbergasted.
What year was that? Was it 2021?
It was 21 or 22.
It was
I
either
can't
21 or
remember right
22.
now.
Yeah, that's when he was defensive coordinator. So
that they have that going for him, and the fact that he's beaten Ryan Day before at home, so they got that. But
with a different roster, yeah.
But if you're talking about the Johns and the Joes.
Oh, yeah. Also,
there's nobody in the country that John's Joe skill for skill is better than Ohio
Let
State.
me just point this out, too. Mario Cristobal, not exactly known around the college football world for being the guy who makes great decisions late in games. Now, it worked out in this one, but I don't think that you can bet on that every week, that he's going to come up with, like, the best fourth quarter scheme, fourth quarter plan. If things are tight, close, late, I don't think he's the guy that I would trust. But the reality is this Ohio State team is a better team. It all comes down to me, offensive line. If they can handle this, pass rush from Ruben Bain and company like that, I mean, that's a formidable defensive front that you're going to have to deal with. They've got, great players on that defense for sure. But I think Ohio State's got great players on their offense. So it'll be a fun matchup there. I don't think the other side of the football is going to be as good of a matchup, and I would not be surprised if Ohio State gets a couple turnovers in that game. But yeah, I'm not particularly worried about that. But I think we have to talk a little bit about, before we just go right into, Miami and Ohio State, we should probably spend a little time talking about how, once again, the SEC, one of its vaunted best teams that they brought out there all season long, looked like nothing. And I think that speaks to the larger issues that league has. We'll talk about it in 2 minutes. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Hey there, and happy Monday. Right now, we don't have any crashes on your central Ohio roadways. Starting to watch things pick up on I-70 as you make your way in from the east side. Also on 71 near downtown, but we are crash-free. I'm 10 TV's Amy Steckerwald with your fan traffic.
Toyotathon is on at Tansky Sawmill Toyota. With inventory on the lot and fresh inventory rolling in daily, now is the time to treat yourself before the holidays. Visit TanskySawmillToyota.com for Toyotathon specials, or visit our festive showroom on the corner of Sawmill and 161 in Dublin. And when you think Toyota, think Tansky.
Think Toyota. Think Tansky. Think Tansky.
What's better than giving a gift everyone wants? Getting free gas and groceries by earning perks on gift cards purchased at Giant Eagle Market District and GetGo. Choose from hundreds of gift cards to make everyone merry at Giant Eagle Market District and GetGo.
Got this. Breathe. You got this. You got it.
In the moments that truly matter, what do? Rise to the occasion. Ohio Health. It's time.
After my accident, people warned me to slow down. I said, I don't know how. Thanks to my VA care team, I haven't.
At VA, we're using technology to help veterans recover faster and live their lives to the fullest. Learn more at vacareers.va.gov/PSA.
T-Bone and Tyvis is presented by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Sign up today at awaken180weightloss.com.
Just a reminder, Tyvis thinks all pizza tastes the same. Also a reminder, Tyvis was born without taste buds. You're listening to Bone and Tyvis.
Happy holidays to you, T-Bone and Tyvis. We are here today and tomorrow. Just a little programming note for you. Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, we will not be here. The show won't be on, just so you know.
Well, technically.
Well, we will have. I just negated all of Dylan's hard work. Dylan is he's put together 2 best of shows. And in air quotes, best of is what you have to keep in mind there. But you will have those coming up on Wednesday and Thursday of this week. Then Friday, you will be back, Tyvis. I will not be back. But then we'll have live shows going Friday on. And then
you take
next
PTO?
Week. Oh, you know I'm taking PTO. Are you kidding me?
He's Mr. PTO.
I don't care. By the way, we have that going on. We also, I haven't really sold this the way I meant to, but here's the thing. Today we're gonna talk about. I believe we're gonna nominate our CWB of the year because we have. Tyvis likes to tell us who is the cold white boy of the year.
He's a cold white boy to me.
So today what we're gonna do is we're gonna reveal the finalists for the CWB of the year. Tomorrow, we will announce the winner.
I'm upset I'm not going to be here for it.
I know. But today, we'll announce the finalists. So Tyvis is narrowing down his list. This is like the Heisman, right? Which you have, they announce the finalists once, and then tomorrow will be when we actually reveal who gets it. If we had planned ahead of this a little bit better, we would have had a trophy made up. It may have been like in the shape of a snowflake or something, but I don't know. But either way, it's given away in the winter. I mean, that's, of course. But either way, the point is we are going to announce that at 7. We will announce the finalists for that. What else do we have coming up today? We have Jeff Sabota, or no, not Jeff Sabota. We have Bob McElligott today.
Yeah.
Right? 7:17. We will talk about the Jackets losing again, but some good news on Zach Werenski because it looked like he got hurt. Overachiever of the Week comes up at 7:45, and we will talk with Joshua Perry at 8:30 about more Buckeyes, about more college football, all of that. And we also got a bunch of gifts today that we're going to open up. Ryan Baker just stopped in. Baker gave us...
Baker Bakes.
He brought in a bag full of cookies, which he did last year as well.
And I think I ate one, and my family just destroyed the bag.
I
made the mistake. I left it on the counter, and I was at my in-laws too. I left it on the counter by mistake, and I left. When I came back, that bag was open, and I knew it. Once I seen it was open, I knew it was gone.
So these cookies must be good because I've never had them, but I've heard of them.
Yes,
including from some ladies that are like, oh, Ryan Baker? He bakes some great cookies.
I was going to say, I have it on the YouTube. I'm holding one up right now. Ladies.
You going to bite that?
Ryan Baker, I can. I'm going to, no, I want to.
You're comfortable at doing that at 6:30?
What do you mean comfortable? Look at me. I'm comfortable eating at any point. You can wake me up at 2 a.m. and give me a pizza.
I'm opening the bag.
It's too early for
I'm telling you, though, this man knows how to bake.
Yes.
And Bake gets his nickname in part because of his last name, but also because he actually does bake, and he is very good at it. So
That's his game. That's his wheelhouse. He
awesome.
just bakes cookies for the ladies, and that's how he gets them all.
That's right. So I'm just telling you, if you're interested in a man who bakes, ladies, he's out there. He's waiting for you.
I don't know if he's single or not, but
I don't know if he is either. All right,
Baker,
if he isn't single, then
I'm pretty sure Baker is in a relationship.
Oh, okay. Well, then let him live.
Well, she better put a ring on it.
Yeah, Dylan's going to wife him up if he's not careful the way Dylan's enjoying these cookies. It's very good. All right, so Buckeyes are playing Miami. We know that. Watching that game, I told you I'm not too worried about it going forward. I don't think you're too worried about Miami, are you?
Miami,
as far as Ohio State play Miami?
The only thing I'm worried about Miami is Reuben Bain Jr.
Yeah, he's a dude.
And he's a top 10 pick in the draft?
Yeah, he's a monster, of course.
Edge rusher. I think he had 3 sacks.
Yeah, he was awesome. He was everywhere in that game, and their defense is very good. Battle of the trenches is going to be very important for Ohio State and Ryan Day, as we know. But It was going to be that way either way. If you play Texas A&M, their defensive front is also very good.
If Ruben Bain becomes that much of a problem, he had three sacks and 4 TFL, so he was a problem. We need to do to him what the Bills did to Myles Garrett and just run everything the opposite way.
Yeah. Move the pocket.
Move everything away from him. Just
Josh Allen all day yesterday kept going.
All passes roll away.
Myles Garrett was set up to his left side. He was rolling to the right.
Every time.
Every time. They moved the pocket well, and that was a good job by them. But going back to Texas A&M, I don't think that the college football world should get to, in any way, shape, or form, move on from the fact that one of the teams that went undefeated in the SEC was able to go play Miami at home with all their crowd, and just Pat McAfee telling you this is get ready, folks, for the show of the life, because you get to see Texas A&M fans. And it's like, all right. I mean, I think their fans are weird.
But they have the yell leaders?
Yes, the yell leaders are. If you've never watched like a video of those guys when they do the yell preparation, the midnight yell stuff that they do, they're like, Aggies, booze, and it's like, are these noises? Do they associate with words? What are they doing? And they do little motions, whatever. Like Texas A&M is its own weird cult kind of thing. But they got to play in front of that rabid crowd and managed a whopping 3 points.
The 12th man.
12th man should have played because they couldn't do it with 11 against Miami. That is a team that I don't understand how we can have the narrative that the SEC is this great, tough conference. There is not a weak middle. There's nothing. They've got all these great teams. And then you watch Texas A&M, who played a bunch of those weak to bad teams in their conference and struggled to beat some of them, right? I want to say they played Arkansas pretty close. I want to say they played a bunch of teams that were not the greatest teams in their conference pretty close. Everyone said, well, that just shows you the depth of the SEC. Once again, they go outside of their conference. They play someone not in their conference at home, and they manage 3 points. Like, the ACC was viewed as a joke. Miami was viewed as a team that probably shouldn't even be allowed to be in because they didn't even win their conference. And now you see them go in and beat Texas A&M. We're just going to ignore that? I feel like, again, I'm going to get gaslit by all these people next year when Texas A&M is going to be in the top 5 or top 6, and they're going to pretend like this didn't happen, and they're going to say, oh, we know how great Texas A&M is. Look at their recruiting class. And we're going to ignore the results on the field, and it drives me crazy.
I want to quickly take a shot at Notre Dame and say, you couldn't beat one of these two teams, so you do not get to cry about not being in the playoffs, because those two teams stink.
Yeah, they do. I don't know if they stink. They stink. Their offenses stink for sure.
Yes.
Defensively, they are pretty tough. But I don't know. It feels like you should have to have an offense in college football in 2025 to be considered a great team. And neither of these teams do.
What I am interested in seeing is this Indiana versus Alabama. We got Big Ten SEC going on. And we got a team that is well respected in the SEC. I want Indiana to go out there and win in the worst way. I want them to win by like 21 points.
I'm with you that I've become the biggest Hoosier fan until they play the Buckeyes again, because I want the rematch in the national championship game. I want all the SEC honks to have to watch a Big Ten rematch in the SEC or the national championship game. But also, we were watching that Oklahoma-Bama game, and I know we were all texting during the game. We all thought it was over.
17-0.
Oklahoma got out early, and I thought Alabama has a one-legged offense, essentially. They can't run the ball. How are they going to find a way to come back against Oklahoma's defense? Credit to them, they did. And, Oklahoma helped them out, right, with giving them some turnovers, things like that. But Alabama comes back and dominated the second half of that game.
Yeah, they
did.
For them. Whoever that rookie, or not rookie, that Brooks, that freshman, he putting Ryan Williams to shame. I don't know what's going on.
What happened to Ryan Williams?
Who's Ryan Williams?
Exactly.
I haven't heard of him all year.
Man.
One catch for 5 yards in this game. That Lotzier Brooks, is that how you say it?
I guess.
He was good.
Do you guys think Ryan Williams is better than Jeremiah Smith? Oh, we're not doing that argument anymore? We forgot about it? Okay.
I told you what happened to him. He got on the cover of
Madden.
NCAA.
Or the NCAA, yeah. Not Madden.
Wasn't Jeremiah Smith on there with him?
Yeah,
Jeremiah
he was. But
Smith
you know
got
what?
hurt.
No. But somebody compared that cover. There was a magazine cover that had LeBron and Sebastian Telfair. And they said essentially, hey, look at this. the next two guys. This was back when they were in high school, and they were like, these are the future of the NBA. And it's like, well, one of them was.
Well, Sebastian Telfair he was all right.
No, he would. Yeah,
Okay,
but
he
come
wasn't
on.
he wasn't no next big thing.
He's got a
Right.
nice documentary about him.
There are a lot of people who are saying Sebastian who? And that's where Ryan Williams is headed right now.
Did you know that Texas A&M is the only team in the first round of the CFP that failed to score a touchdown?
Oh, is that right? That's not entirely
one of the
surprising.
top schools in the SEC.
We also had this year the first time that I know it's only been 2 years, but some home teams lost.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
And I feel like it has to do with it being way better balanced than it was last year. If you exclude, and I know we don't have time to get into this, the group of 5 teams that by the letter of the law they deserve to be in, but please change the law.
Well, you know what? When we get back, we'll talk about the letter of the law and what should happen with those group of 5 teams. I think we can have a reasonable solution to that. We'll get to that next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Hey there and good morning. Still no crashes to tell you about across your central Ohio roadways, but watching things pick up on 33 on the southeast side and on I-70 near downtown. Make it a great day. I'm 10 TV's Amy Stuggerwald with your Fan Traffic.
They're trained. They're fired up. Let's do it. When you need heat, they can't be beat. They're Ohio State's undefeated heating and cooling team. For plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling, there's only one team. The Waterworks. Better care, better value, better results. Call the Waterworks at 614-232-2222 or visit them online at thewaterworks.com. A proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Becoming a truck driver doesn't have to be complicated. At Schneider, we make it easy to get your commercial driver's license and start your new career. With our CDL apprenticeship training, you'll get paid to become a truck driver in just 5 to 6 weeks and have a Schneider driving job waiting for you when you've completed the program. Plus, during training, Schneider will provide transportation, lodging, and meals at no cost to you. Ready to get your career on the road? Learn more and apply today at SchneiderJobs.com. That's SchneiderJobs.com.
Hey everybody, it's Jeremy Birmingham, Berm from the Austin and Berm Show here on 97.1 The Fan. All right, last week I took a gamble and said I'd tell you guys my week 1 results. I stepped on the scale for my first Awaken 180 weigh-in, and drum roll please, I'm down 10.2 pounds in my first week, down 3.6% body fat too. And that's not luck, but it's also not water weight nonsense. Here's the Awaken 180 difference. I'm not losing muscle like you hear with the meds. I'm losing fat because I'm eating to lose weight, not just eating less of the same junk. And yeah, if weight loss is your New Year's resolution, imagine starting the year by dropping double digits in week 1. How motivated would you be to keep going? Exactly. That's what Awaken 180 does. The results don't tease you. They show up every single week. My plan is simple. From here on out, 4 to 5 pounds a week until I hit my goal. It's not crazy. It's totally doable. Everyone I know has succeeded with Awaken180.com. Now it's my turn. Make it your turn too, online at Awaken180weightloss.com.
Okay, Santa, pre-flight checklist time. Nice list? Check. Naughty list? Check. Meyer shopping list? Oh, Bricks and Spells. All good. I've got the Meyer app right here. Okay, let's see. Sugar, spice? Gingerbread is nice. Gift cards, gift wrap. Ooh, Meyer even has fa la 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 low prices on stocking stuffers. Oh, we can't forget batteries. Good call, big guy. Order sent.
Just in the Saint Nick of time.
Bring more good to life with the seasonal savings at Meijer.
Toyotathon is on, and there's no better way to get in the spirit of the season than with a new Toyota. Now through January 5th, get 2.99 APR financing on remaining new 25 Tacomas. Excludes TRD Pro and Trail Hunter. Or lease a well-equipped 25 Tacoma SR5 for $259 a month, or 39 months with $39.99 due at signing. With approved credit through TFS, tax, title, and license extra. Call 1-888-36-TOYOTA for details or go to Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Hey there, friends. Bo Bishop here. We teamed up with High Bank Distillery Co. and picked 2 new Whiskey Wars single barrels. First up, the PX Double Oaked, finished in Pedro Jimenez Sherry Cask. Then there's the French Oak Cognac finish, rich, creamy, with notes of caramel. These Whiskey War Barrel Select bottles are single barrels. Once they're gone, they're gone. We also teamed up with the Ronald McDonald House, which helps provide comfort, care, and support for families with children who are sick around the world. This December, find a bottle near you at ohlq.com or learn Learn more at highbankdistillery.com. Please drink responsibly.
This Christmas, get a bonus AI Essentials course when you enroll in any My Computer Career IT program by the end of the year. That's a $3,900 value. Attend classes online or on campus. Enjoy lifetime job placement support and IT certifications in high demand. Go to mycomputercareer.edu today and take the free career evaluation. That's mycomputercareer.edu, an elite CompTIA certification partner. Conditions apply to AI offer and financial aid is available to those who qualify, including the GI Bill.
Join Rothman and Ice every Thursday at 2:30 for Gold Jacket Thursday.
Presented by the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
A new Hall of Famer joins the show every week, but not OJ because he's dead and probably a murderer. The Fan. All your favorite fan shows are available when you want them.
Head to 971thefan.com and hit that subscribe button.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination. Sometimes when Tyvis wears khaki pants, I can see the outline of his genitals. There's no joke there. It's just an observation.
God, the more I resist, the more intriguing they become. I can't look away.
You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Tyvis is currently on 10 TV as we speak.
Do we want to cut to him?
Yeah, if we have it. Let's pop to him real quick. See what I wonder what they're talking about over on 10 TV with Tyvis Powell.
Bold Nam to Barry, Adam King and I are all going to be reporting to you from Dallas. We'll have some exclusive interviews, special coverage. We're working on a lot of fun things. And of course, we'll be live streaming over on 10 TV Plus.
I wonder if he
it,
just...
What are you waiting for? Download it.
There you go. That's Tracy Townsend, 10 TV. They do a good job over there. Jay Plyburn. They are talking Buckeyes with Tyvis. Usually in the mornings, they'll have him pop in there from time to time. So he'll be back here in just a moment. However, while that's happening, I saw this comment from DeBucks06 on our YouTube stream, which, of course, you can go to YouTube, 971 The Fan, click on T-Bone and Tyvis. I was saying in the last break that I feel like we talk so much about how great the SEC is, and yet you every time, not every time, but a lot of times you see these SEC teams go against teams that are not in their conference. Suddenly they look like regular college football teams, not like the greatest things that have ever happened. But DeBucks06 said, I don't know why T-Bone is on this SEC hate when he's already admitted the SEC is tougher than the Big Ten. I mean, maybe I think that came up when we were talking coaches last week, right? Where I said, if you want to come up to the Big Ten, right, with Kalen DeBoer, there's an easier pathway to get to the college football playoffs. I do feel like that's true, but I feel like in part that's because the way that the bottom 7 or 8 teams have been in the Big Ten, like the Rutgers of the world, who just don't even take it seriously. They don't even act like it's a sport that they care about. That might be a little easier if you get those clubs on your roster. The reality is, I feel like the SEC and the Big Ten get talked about like this. And Tyvis, tell me if I'm wrong. You know, in swimming, like Michael Phelps, amazing, right?
Yes.
Katie Ledecky, incredible. And then I think she sets records that then only she can break.
Yes.
Like, they're both incredible. To argue which one of those two is better, for me, is hard to know, right? I can't say for sure who's better. They'd
have to race.
Even then, they race different distance. She just like a distance swimmer.
They got to meet in the middle.
Whatever.
Meet in the middle.
The point is, I think we could have reasonable debate about if the SEC or the Big Ten as a whole is a better conference. But the way that everyone talks about college football, they talk about teams that are not in the SEC and are not in the Big Ten as if they are like you and me swimming against Katie Ledecky and Michael Phelps. And it's like you just saw with Miami, that's not true. Miami is right there with a team that ran through their SEC schedule and won every game until they played their rivalry game at the end of the season. And obviously, it didn't go well.
But you know they're going to say they played a weak. You would say they played a weak SEC schedule. So
they did.
How good are they? But the problem is, back when you said it, nobody wanted to hear that. They didn't want to hear that.
Well, that's my point. Is that they act like okay,
and then they'll flip it on you, and then they'll say, "Well, Ohio State played a weak Big Ten schedule." I actually saw that argument too. They said they was talking about it was a team. It was an SEC team. They said, let's see if they played Ohio State's schedule, what would they be? I think it was like Florida.
Yeah, but that's where they can miss me with that argument, because here's what Texas A&M played, all right? Like, I just want to clarify this so that I know it's a nuanced point, but stick with me here. Auburn, 16-10, they beat Auburn, right? Texas A&M did. They played Mississippi State, beat them 31-9. That is, Mississippi State's won like what, 4 games? 3 games? Auburn fired its head coach. Florida, they beat 34-17. Florida fired its head coach. They beat Arkansas at Arkansas by 3 points. Arkansas fired its head coach. LSU, they beat 49-25. LSU fired its head coach. Missouri, they beat 38-17. I'll give them that was a decent win that was on the road. That was probably like their toughest game they played until they played Texas. They beat South Carolina by a point, which we remember how that went, where they got blown out in the first half, and by only Shane Bieber's ineptitude were they allowed to get back in that game. And then they played Texas and lost to them by 10. Like, the point here is, it's not just that they played a weak SEC schedule. They struggled with it. And almost every team that I named you fired their head coach at the end of this year or sometime during the season. That wasn't just a weak SEC schedule, but it had brand names on it. It had LSU, Florida, Auburn. Those are all brand name schools in the SEC. The reality is those schools were no better than Michigan State this year. I don't think.
Wow.
They're not. No.
Wow.
Tell me that they're better. Tell me that they're better.
You're going too far.
I'm not.
Taking just a length too far. Just one.
Have you watched them?
Yes, I've watched them.
I'm
They're
talking
bad.
about Michigan State.
Yes. Have you watched Auburn?
You going too far.
No, dude. I don't think I did. I don't think I went far enough.
I'm not going to sit here and let you do this.
So I think I can agree with the Hillbillies that the SEC is deeper, I guess. But you take Ohio State, Indiana, Oregon, and I'd be willing to say that they would all be favored against the SEC champion Georgia.
Yeah, I think you're right.
There's
wait, who?
Oregon, Indiana, Ohio State all would be favored
against Georgia.
I don't think that. I don't think Oregon would be.
I mean, if anything, it would be a pick 'em.
Yeah, it would be
close. It would be if Georgia's favored.
I feel like Indiana might look at Indiana and might put them as a pick 'em too. Georgia's played
Indiana's
really well.
a 7-point favorite against Bama. I don't think they would be a dog against Georgia.
Not a dog. I think it'd be a pick 'em. No, I think it'd be like a 1.5.
Point being, there's arguably 3 teams in the Big Ten better than the SEC. So you can go ahead and say that the 9th team in the SEC is better than the 9th team in the Big Ten. I'm fine with that because the Big Ten has 3 bona fide teams that could win a national championship this year, and the SEC has 1.5.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I don't even know if they have 1.5. I think Georgia's the only team that I would really be worried about coming out of the SEC. But on the other side of the matchups we didn't talk about, James Madison, Oregon, that game the score looks a little closer. Did James Madison technically cover?
They did.
They did. They got a good old backdoor cover on that last 99-yard drive.
I respect James Madison. I respect Bob Chesney. I think he's going to do a really good job at UCLA. The one thing about the Big Ten is they've been getting really good coaches to come in. So I like the fact that Bob Chesney, because coming into this game, I was like, it's going to be just a runaway. And they made some checks and adjustments. Not granted, they were up, 34-3 at halftime or something like that. So maybe they took the foot off the gas, but they scored 28 points in the second half against Oregon. So, to me, that's impressive.
I think, it was, 31-3 at halftime? Something like that?
34-6, I think, or something like that. I think it was 34-6.
What's hilarious is I think the Ohio State score against Oregon last year in the Rose Bowl was just as lopsided, but everybody had complaints about this game.
Beat the brakes off of them.
Ole Miss beating Tulane 41-10. It was non-competitive. Here's my quick and simple solution. You got to be in the top 10 if you're a group of 5 team to get in. Top 10 guarantees you a spot. And I know what they'll say is, but that's up to the voters, up to everything. Fine. But if that probably is, if you are a top 10 group of 5 team, that means you're undefeated. And I then want to see, all right, you haven't lost yet. Like UCF. I would have let UCF in that year when they went undefeated. Let's find out. That's the scientific method.
What year was that? Who was the 4?
That was Scott Frost time initially, right? So that was probably pre-pandemic.
Hold on, I'm about to.
I think the group of 5 teams,
2017. Let me see.
The group of 5 teams should be treated how Notre Dame is treated. It doesn't. They don't.
How they're treated now, or how they're going to be treated next year.
How they're treated now, where essentially them winning their conference championship doesn't matter. If you're good enough to be an at-large team, you get in. If you're not, then you're not.
What I'm saying. I don't need any automatic bids for them anymore. I think there are exceptions where you say, oh, look, they're undefeated. They haven't lost a game yet. Sure, put them in. Make them the 12th team. I'm fine with that. Let's find out. But I don't think you're ever going to need more than one of those. And even then, you could have an undefeated team that no one respects their schedule. If you're good enough that they would put you in the top 10, and they would actually say, we really think this team is a quality team, then I'm all about having you in. But other than that, no, I'm sorry. I don't need you in there because you technically, by the letter of the law, hit some metric that they need you to do, like winning your conference and being the top highest rated in the, what is it, 4 highest rated conference champions, something like that. Five, whatever it was. And the ACC couldn't manage that low bar. That should not, to me, be the rule that lets you in. They absolutely, Notre Dame should have been in over either a James Madison or a Tulane. No question in my mind about that.
We could talk about this until we're blue in the face, but it's never going to change because the reason why the Group of 5 is included is so that the CFP doesn't get sued.
Wait a minute.
Like that's the reason why they're trying to avoid litigation.
But I mean, I don't even understand that argument because it's like you can be included. Here's the rule. Here's what you have to do. Be in the top 10. That's it. Be undefeated, top 10, you're in. So they're not excluded. It's just make it actually mean something when they get in, because I don't think this does anything for any of these teams. These teams are actually not bad teams, but when they go up against some of the best teams in college football, everything gets exposed, and it reminds everybody why I don't need to watch Group of 5 football 9 times out of 10. And so is that what you really want? I would think you'd want to have a team that actually earned its way in there, that got to a point where you could say, yeah, this team might actually do something. Not where 2 Group of 5 teams get in and they both have losses. That doesn't make any sense to me. All right, coming up next, we're going to reveal the finalists for the first annual CWB of the Year. Because Tyvis has created this award, I think that it's only appropriate that he comes up with the finalists. So coming up next, we will find out who is going to be our CWB of the Year finalist nominees. Steve-O and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Hey there and good morning. Still no crashes to tell you about across your central Ohio roadways, but watching things pick up on 33 on the southeast side and on I-70 near downtown. Make it a great day. I'm 10 TV's Amy Stuggerwald with your fan traffic.
Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter. Every day, it's there. Matter of fact, it's the most predictable thing in your life, unfortunately. I'm talking about that chronic pain from whatever joint, the knees, the hips, the back, shoulders. But tomorrow you could wake up and it could all be gone. Some cases within a day because of a breakthrough treatment called stem wave therapy. Physicians in Europe, they were using it 20 years ago. Finally, it's here in the U.S., and there's a huge demand for it because patients can get relief from that acute pain, and now they're spreading the word. Here's the best detail about it. The device, it's both diagnostic and therapeutic. It helps Dr. Tesner and his medical team at QC find the problem and trigger your body's natural healing response. StemWave uses the same technology as lipotrypsy. The sound waves penetrate deep in, spark blood flow at a cellular level. You're wondering if it's a good solution for your pain? QC Kinetics is making it easy. Your first stem wave treatment is only $49. So give them a call and find out about the $49 stem wave treatment here in Columbus at 380-208-4544.
This sports report is brought to you by Bet365. When it comes to sportsbooks, Bet365 has it all. Download the app today and see why it's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be located in Ohio.
Dormar, you're kind of hero.
When your furnace or air conditioner is broke, we come out that same day. Dormar, home the Tin Man.
If you're serving dinner and drinks like I am this holiday season, you're not just working, you're working hard. But thanks to Congressman Mike Carey, that hard work's paying off more than ever. Congressman Carey delivered for working moms like me when he passed the biggest tax cut in United States history. I make a lot of my money in tips. And thanks to Mike Carey, I'm not paying taxes on tips or overtime anymore. And taking home more to my family for the holidays. Mike Carey even passed thousands in tax relief for Ohio seniors. And expanded the child tax credit to $2,200. That means less worrying about making ends meet and more time spent on things that really matter this holiday season. Hear more about how Congressman Mike Carey's helping my family and yours at carey.house.gov. Paid for with official funds from the Office of Mike Carey.
Hey, it's Anthony. I know you're going to be busy buying gifts for everybody else. That makes you a great person, a very giving person. So you know what that means? You deserve one. Why don't you give yourself the gift of comfort and foot pain relief? How do you do that? With the Good Feet Store Arch Support Inserts. I've got them, and they've really improved my body alignment and overall foot health. They're nothing like the over-the-counter insoles. My Good Feet Arch Supports are strong, supportive, flexible. I will not wear a pair of shoes without them, because if I do, my lower back is going to hate me for it. This is what you get when you go to the Good Feet store. A comprehensive foot analysis by their trained specialist with a digital foot scanning that helps design your personal arch support system. And of course, any follow-up support you may need. With over 3 decades of helping customers find lasting relief, their track record speaks for itself. Good Feet, good life. Walk-ins are welcome, but you can also make an appointment online right now at goodfeet.com.
Ever wonder where your go-to maintenance person gets the metal products they need to fix yours and everyone else's problems? The best in the business go to Metal Supermarkets for their wide variety of metal products and shapes to tackle projects from simple to complex. Metal Supermarkets is your source for all metals cut to size and ready fast. No minimum order with maximum service. Visit the family-owned franchise on North Wilson Road or at Columbus at metalsupermarkets.com.
What does it mean to live here, serve here in the Ohio Army National Guard?
It means I can attend college full-time and not have to take out student loans to pay for my tuition.
It means I can work my civilian job during the week and support my state and nation in times of need.
You too can live here, serve here as a member of the Ohio Army National Guard. Learn more about part-time service with full-time benefits at nationalguard.com/OH. Sponsored by the Ohio Army National Guard in coordination with the Ohio Association of Broadcasters and this station.
It's the year-end sales event with the Ford crew.
It's sales event time, Sam.
Temperatures are dropping, but the deals are just getting hot.
Time for our annual Ford Holiday Gift Guide.
Oh, yeah.
Hard to go wrong with great deals on trucks and SUVs from Ford, America's all-time best-selling auto brand.
Don't forget the first rule of holiday gift giving, Hank.
What's that, Sam?
Always remember to treat yourself, too.
Well said.
Based on Automotive News Almanac historical data and industry-reported sales data from 1909 through 2024 CY.
Dormar, you're kind of hero.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus.
Good morning, I'm Dylan Gonzalez. The Cleveland Browns hosted Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills yesterday. The Browns were down as many as 13 points in the third quarter, but their attempt at a second-half comeback fell just short as they lost to the Bills 23-20. The Cincinnati Bengals were also in action against the Miami Dolphins, who started former Buckeye and Longhorn quarterback Quinn Ewers. Ewers passed for 260 yards but threw 2 picks, while Joe Burrow threw for 309 yards and 4 touchdowns and a 45-21 win for Cincinnati. The basketball Buckeyes were on the hardwood over the weekend. They came up short against the North Carolina Tar Heels 71-70. And finally, we know who the Buckeyes will face in the Cotton Bowl as Miami beat Texas A&M 10-3 to advance in the quarterfinal round of the CFP. This update was sponsored by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. This year, don't set a goal without a clear course to results. Drop weight your first week and every week. Awaken180weightloss.com.
Tyvis Powell helped the Buckeyes win a national championship. T-Bone watched Tyvis Powell help the Buckeyes win a national championship. Equally important. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
I'm laughing at the YouTube chat. Because
it's going down.
The YouTube chat today has been fired
what are
up.
they talking about?
Well, there's been two things. One has been we've got guys like Andy who are in there kind of defending the SEC's honor a little bit.
Is he?
SEC. That's fine. That's fine. It's a reasonable debate. This is what happens all the time, right? We have these debates in sports.
Did this spark because you were talking about A&M playing?
Yeah,
terrible.
Andy, one of the things he said was that the SEC doesn't claim Texas A&M, and it's like, oh, they would have. Oh, are you kidding me? If they'd come out and won 34-3 over Miami instead of only scoring 3, everybody in the SEC would have been like, that's right, Texas A&M, SEC,
that's a
blue
fact.
blood.
That's a fact.
They would claim them every single time, but the fact they lost was like, they're not even really SEC. Sure. But then that also has led to some argument that I'm not sure I follow in the chat, which is about the directions of roads and like the numbers on roads and how certain people in the chat don't know which direction certain roads go to, so it's been a whole thing in there. So anyway, if you want to jump into that, it's a lot of fun. Go to the YouTube channel. Go 971 The Fan.
Let's unite
T-Bone and Tyvis.
SEC and Big Ten and with hate of Notre Dame, because I saw stuff going around saying, oh, Notre Dame would have beat these teams if they were in the playoff. They played both these teams in the season and lost.
I had no beef with them. Mine was with Alabama. And then I corrected myself later. I said I spoke too soon.
No, look, I mean, the reality is we're arguing about teams. I think Notre Dame was playing better than those two teams were, Miami and Texas A&M.
They were playing schools of the blind and
That's
female co-ed universities after they played Texas A&M and Miami. Their best win on the season was probably USC, who finished outside of the top 25.
Yeah, that's probably right. Look,
they played a lot of Purdue's.
My point is, I think we're having these debates don't matter to me. Like, I mean, I enjoy having them. I enjoy having the intellectual discussion on it. But the reality is, I don't think Bama's winning the national championship. I don't think Miami's winning the national championship. I don't really even think Texas A&M. Clearly, I didn't think they were before this happened. But like all these, Texas A&M wasn't in the debate of who should get in or not be whatever. But I don't think Notre Dame would be winning it either if they got in. They scare me a little bit more because just of some of the weapons that they have. I like their quarterback. I think their defense has gotten better. But to your point, Dylan, and it's inarguable, I mean, they didn't play a ton of teams down the stretch that give you a lot of fear. Now, they also didn't do that last year, and they made it all the way to the national championship game. So I could understand people giving them the benefit of the doubt because last year when they got in the playoffs, they did something with it. And it's a different team this year, but I could have seen if they had let Notre Dame in, and I can see why Notre Dame fans feel like they would have done something with that opportunity. Certainly more so than what, maybe Texas A&M was going to do. But either way, it doesn't matter because that wasn't the debate anyway. The debate was whether you're going to let in Miami or Alabama, and they let in Miami. At the end of the day, beat Miami or Texas A&M, and Notre Dame is not having this problem. Join a conference, and they're probably not having this problem. Like, these are different things that they could do, but they choose not to.
All I know is the committee was stoked about Bama and Miami winning over the weekend.
They very much were, and I agree with that. All right, we have taken too long. We're already way behind in this segment. We have very important business to attend to. It is our first annual CWB of the Year Awards. Today, we announce the finalists for our CWB of the Year. Tyvis, this is your award. You have the floor. Please give us our nominees for this year.
My nominees. Now, we're going with guys that are already solidified, that's been in.
Certified CWB.
Correct. Certified. Yeah. So the idea here is that you could be a multi-time award winner as the CWB.
Well, I don't want to do that because then Luka Doncic would win it literally every year.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
So he in his own category. Like,
you do it how you want. I'm just saying the opportunity exists for anyone to be there.
The nominees for me is Austin Reeves, Caden Weegan.
Now that's the dude from Iowa, punt returner?
Yeah, I told you he was black in another life. Cooper Flagg.
Okay.
And I did not put Drake May in yet. Is
Drake May certified at least?
He's not certified.
Well, then he can't be in the award. Because these are all guys who are certified.
He's not certified yet. He got to win a playoff game for me to certify him.
So why can't Luka be nominated for the inaugural CWB?
Because he would win it every
year.
It won't even. It's a landslide.
Okay,
that's why he should win the first one.
Let me help you out. Like in the world of soccer, right? The U.S. national team, they will give out their U.S. men's soccer player of the year award winner.
It's like the MVP in football, but they don't give it to the same person all the time.
It's not always going to the actual best player. You're right. It goes to the player who had the most outstanding year that year, whether or not they are probably the best player.
It's like in between him and Nikola Jokic. Like, they just split it every year.
But this is the inaugural one. It's not like they've won one before.
Okay, well, then put both of them in.
All right, fine. So now Luka Doncic is eligible, and Nikola Jokic is in there too.
The chat is upset. No mention of Julian Sand.
Oh,
do we care what the chat has
he even
say?
been? Has Julian Sand been certified?
Yes.
He's certified.
Oh, okay, he's certified, but you didn't put it. He doesn't. Okay, that's fine.
No,
he's got another year. Maybe next year he can. Just like the Heisman. Maybe next year he can get into that. I don't know.
Even though Julian Sand listened to YB.
Oh, yeah, he's got a good music selection, right?
I was like, oh, yeah, he dangerous. I think that might be the week. When I seen that, I was like, oh, yeah, he's solidified.
What about, again, going to the chat, exciting white member, Cooper DeJean? Did he not do anything for you this year? Maybe if that was last year, we would.
I don't think he really.
Yeah,
not this year. Last year he was.
You're right.
This year it was just a okay year.
I agree with you excluding Cooper DeJean.
Who is Cooper DeJean dating? Wasn't there
he dating somebody?
Oh, Nikki Bella. That's who it is.
No.
I saw that over the weekend.
I don't know if they're dating. They took a picture together. She's like 10 years older
Yeah, the
than him.
age gap. I mean, let him live if he is.
Oh, no, by all means. She's not 10 years older. She's 42.
Yeah.
She's almost my age. I'm 43.
So it's a problem when she's do it,
20.
but Bill Belichick can do it?
One,
it's crazy.
Bill Belichick is 51 years older than the woman he's with. Nikki Bella would have to live another 9 years and then go date an infant.
You know, it's crazy.
That's not the same thing.
Is people look at Bill Belichick's situation and say that's creepy and weird. But if it was flipped and that was Cooper DeJean and Nikki Bella, we'd say, oh yeah, that dude's on. That dude doing
again,
it right.
it's not the Cougar. No, that would be again. No, that would be.
You gotta scratch that kitty cat.
What are we doing?
All right, that's good. By the way, I hesitate, given the conversation we've just had, I hesitate to bring this man up, but we were talking about CWBs, and I'm not saying you have to certify. I just want to present a guy for possible nomination. I was watching Montana State over the weekend. The rivalry game that happened again. They already played it once.
Did Bo's team win or did his brother's team win?
Montana got out to a lead. I want to say they got like a 20-0 lead or something, and then Montana State did. Then Montana came roaring back and took the lead, and I think they got to 23-20, and then Montana State went on and won 48-23.
And Bo was Montana State. Correct?
Yes, that's right, and it was at Montana State. But the guy I want to talk about who plays for Montana State, the Bobcats, this was Taco Dowler. Taco Dowler, 5 receptions, 125 yards. And a touchdown, a huge touchdown in that game. He was everywhere. He was a beast. He got knocked out at one, not knocked out, but like got knocked down so hard they had to come out and take him out of the game. And then he came back in and had a monster game. He was phenomenal. But I bring him up because one, could be a certified white boy or a cold white boy. Sorry. But the other reason is because his nickname Taco, they said it came from the fact that when he was a kid, him and his parents were driving around. He saw a Taco Bell and said, you know what? I like tacos. I like Taco Bell. Call me Taco from now on. And his parents were like, fine. So that's his name. That's why his name is literally to this day Taco Dowler on all his stuff.
Of course
that's
you respect that.
Yes, I do. The man called his shot and said, call me Taco. And they said, done. I love that. What kind of aura did that kid have when he's 10 years old in the car and his parents like, you know what? The kid wants to be called Taco. We got to respect that.
I'm not going to lie to you. I watched about 0 seconds of that game.
I watched a good chunk of it. And you know what? It was exciting and fun. It was enjoyable. Were any of those teams going to ever win a national championship? No. But Mr. Ring Culture over here doesn't want to watch it if there's not a national championship on the line. T-Bone, ball knower, said, yeah, let's watch some college football. That's right.
So we got, what'd I say? What's that, 5 people?
It was a lot when we included Luka and Jokic.
Said Cooper.
Austin Reeves. Cooper DeJean. Cooper Flag.
No Cooper DeJean.
No Cooper DeJean.
Oh, not Cooper DeJean.
Caden Weegan. Yes, who is basically
Cooper
DeJean.
All right. Yes, but not in the NFL. Somehow he got in.
Technically it's 5 people?
I've counted 6. No, 5. I wrote Luka twice.
Okay, 5.
Yes.
There we go.
Okay,
all right, tomorrow we will announce our first annual CWB of the year.
They said John Cena.
What?
That's what the chat said. Doctor of Thugonomics.
Does the chat get to say?
You know what? I think we should make a ruling on John Cena right now because have you heard his rap album? That thing is fire.
We can't. That's good. That's an hour-long discussion we don't have time for.
What y'all talking about is in the past.
Yeah.
This is this year.
Right. This year.
He smiled and tapped out.
Yeah.
We put him on the
CWB for that.
The honorary with Larry Bird.
Fine.
Larry Bird's on the Rushmore. Mount Rushmore.
All right, can we put Cena on there with him?
All right.
Eminem.
You know what?
Eminem and Larry Bird is on there, and that's that.
Guys, we are keeping a cold white boy waiting. That is Bob McKelligan, but he's cold because he's in hockey arenas all the time. We will talk to Bob McKelligan, voice of your Columbus Blue Jackets, next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning. 2 crashes we're watching right now. First on 161 out in New Albany. Those eastbound lanes, we've got the left lanes blocked off just past New Albany Road, and a little bit of a delay building as you approach 62. And then also on the north side of town, 315 southbound, just north of 270, we've got the right lane blocked off right at Olentangy River Road. I'm 10 TV's Amy Stuggerwald with your fan traffic.
Take action and get expert service from Logan Services. Heating service calls are just $79. Furnace tune-ups are also $79. And plumbing service calls are just $79. We work in your neighborhood, and scheduling online is quick and easy. So visit our website to book your appointment now. For fast, friendly service, choose Logan Services.
At Giant Eagle, we believe in better. Because it's time to break out the holiday recipes. Because your get-togethers bring everyone together. Because it's always the right time to share an eggnog by the fire. Because you make the holidays feel like the holidays. At Giant Eagle, we're going for better. To bring the holiday magic home. Because it matters.
Put a new sound on an old song. This season at Lion's Den, the official store of pleasure, passion, and romance.
From moving compliance targets to shifting regulations, the pressure to stabilize is growing. At Plant Moran, we help you meet complexity with confidence. We cut through the noise and give you the tools to act, ground your planning in insights, and tailored tax strategies from senior specialists so the next step you take is on solid footing. Don't chase stability, lead with it. Plant Moran. Stability, period.
Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids.
Hurry! It's your last chance to donate for 2025.
Donate your car today.
Call 1-877-CARS for Kids to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now.
1-877-Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Hurry! It's your last chance to donate for 2025.
Hey, it's Austin Ward. Listen to The Beat with Austin and Byrne, now powered by the Waterworks and Header Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Get the latest Buckeye news, insights, and unbeatable analysis every day. Don't miss a moment. Stream The Beat with Austin and Byrne, sponsored by the Waterworks and Header Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
Every child deserves a safe, loving, and permanent home. Help the Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption find families for children who've lingered in foster care the longest. Learn more at davethomasfoundation.org.
At the Ohio Lottery, we make Keno fun, your way. That means you pick your wager. Will it be $1, $2, a crisp $20? Your call. Like picking your own numbers, use any inspiration you like. Birthdays, jersey numbers, you name it. And if you don't feel like choosing, there's the Super Quick Auto Pick. With regular promotions that'll get you more bang for your Keno buck, multiple ways to win, prizes galore, and live draws every few minutes. Anytime is the right time to get in on the Keno action. Keno is always fun, your way. Lottery players are subject to Ohio laws and commission regulations. Play responsibly. At the Ohio Lottery, we make Keno fun, your way. That means every few minutes across Ohio, 20 out of 80 possible numbers are randomly picked. And if some of the numbers you picked match, voila, you're a winner. Keno doesn't require you to know a single thing about sports ball or overs, unders, pluses, minuses, or lines, or whatever else. Keno is as simple as, did some of my numbers match? They did? Great. You just raked in some dough. There are more than 20 hours of Keno draws every day and thousands of places to play statewide. Lottery players are subject to Ohio laws and commission regulations. Play responsibly.
The Buckeyes are back in the playoffs, and the Fan and 10 TV are back with Chasing the Championship.
Sponsored by Logan Services.
Keep it locked on the Fan, 10 TV, and 10 TV Plus, your home of the Buckeyes. The Fan. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
A pretty frosty and chilly start for us. Wake-up temperatures will be in the teens and 20s. And then as we head into the day today, we do warm up to be more seasonable with our temperatures in the low 40s and a mix of sun and clouds. For tonight, rain develops late overnight, otherwise cloudy with lows in the 30s. And for Tuesday, cloudy skies, isolated showers, and breezy winds, bringing those temperatures in the mid to low 50s. For the Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with the 10 Weather Impact Forecast.
The best thing about watching football this weekend, talking football on Reaction Monday.
Sponsored by the Roofing Guys.
The Fan. T-Bone and Tyvis present Talking Jackets. Talking Jackets.
A score! A turnover by the Islanders and Adam Fantilli. One more time. Puts it in the net.
Your look inside the world of the Columbus Blue Jackets.
Sponsored by Care Heating and Cooling. Call 1-800-COOLING. When you need a company you can trust.
Jackets went out west, took on Anaheim, lost 4-3 in regulation. Also had an injury to Zach Werenski. It looked like it was going from bad to worse there. Bob McKelligan joins us now on the Brining Heating and Cooling Systems Fan Guest Hotline. Bob, first of all, happy holidays. Hope the West Coast trip is treating you well. Thanks for getting up early this morning. We appreciate that.
I would only get up for, well, two people at this time of day, and it's you and Tyvis.
See, there you go. Not Dylan. I appreciate that. Our producer, Dylan, he can go to hell. I agree with you.
You know, in all fairness, he goes on the list, and he even checked with me yesterday, and he goes, you sure? You sure you're going to be up? I go, yeah, I'll be up for you guys.
Well, see, there we go. That's a trooper. You're out there 3 hours behind us, but still doing this now. So again, there's a lot of things to cover with the Jackets right now as far as frustrations. One thing that I took away from this game was, Zach Werenski could be out for a while, given how he tried to get off the ice, had a lot of trouble putting weight on that foot. The latest update, though, seems to be better than we initially thought.
Yeah, apparently there's no broken bones, so that's fantastic. I walked out behind him the other night, and I mean, he was walking not with crutches. He was walking on his own. He was still not putting a lot of weight on that foot after the game was over, and that's very understandable. But, yeah, I mean, to your point, all I could think when he was being pushed off the ice by Elvis at that point in time was, I mean, here's your season. You're already frustrated. You're losing games. You know, things are bad. Can they be worse? And you realize, yeah, they can be much worse, because here's a guy that is carrying this team. He's got 5 goals in the last 3 games. And if you don't have him, you don't have much of anything the way it's going right now. So he's been the one constant. So, yeah, it's good news. I don't know what the status is for him tonight or not. And, you know, that's simply because you've got this break coming up for Christmas. After you play tonight, you don't play again until the 28th. So there is a good stretch there for him to just, you know, try to get it healthy again instead of having to push it tonight. But I'm not saying he's not going to play tonight, because yesterday was a day off. I simply don't know. But I do know this. If there's a guy that you're not going to be able to drag off the ice, it's going to be Zach Werenski. So if for some reason he can't play in this game tonight, it's a situation, because he would be in there if he can be. So, like I said, we'll find out. We skate later on today, and we'll find out.
All this hate for Elvis, and look at a guy go over there and push his guy off the ice. Seems like a great teammate to me, Bob. But I want to talk about Zach. If Zach isn't able to go, a lot of the scoring lately have come from him. If you lose that guy, and he's a defenseman, if you lose that, who steps up? Who's the guy that we look to now that's who we can depend on night in and night out?
Well, I don't know if it's a guy. If that were to happen, if he can't play in this game tonight, you're not going to look and say, okay, so Jake Christensen is the extra defenseman right now, so he would go into the lineup. But you can't look and say, okay, Jake's going to be him, because nobody's him. There are, very few defensemen in the world that do what Zach Werenski does night in and night out. So you can't look and say it would be just one person. It would honestly have to be a collection of people really elevating their game in all aspects, and especially in the scoring aspect. Look, it's great that Zach scores as many goals as he does. It's great that he is offensively minded, but let's be honest about this. You've got to have some forwards get some goals here. And you can't rely on your defenseman to be your leading goal scorer all year long. Again, it's great. It's a great luxury, but it's not something you can depend upon night in and night out and have, you're not going to get to where you want to go if some of the guys that are expected to put the puck in the net continue to not put the puck in the net. So Tyvis obviously would have to be a collection of everybody. He is so important to the team. It would take all 18 skaters to up their game, both offensively and defensively, to make up for his loss.
Joining us now, Bob McKelligan on the Brian Heating Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. Jackets late one tonight. They're taking on the Kings in L.A. All the coverage will be here right on the Fan starting at 9:30. So, Bob, I'm listening to what you're talking about with, obviously we know the offense of this team is not very good. They went out and tried to upgrade a little bit, or at least get some help in Mason Marchment. Comes in from Seattle, but had played the previous 2 years in Dallas. No one is going to confuse him with Connor Bedard, but from a scoring standpoint, is that a move that you think is motivated by the fact that no one's really stepped up from the forward lines over the last few weeks here?
Yes, it is, but it's not even the scoring part of it, because he did, you wouldn't look at his numbers that he had in Seattle this year and say, wow, absolutely, this is why you got this guy. He has great offensive potential, and we saw that in his first game. He gets his first goal as a Blue Jacket, but T-Bone, it's the size. I mean, this team needs more size. It needs more guys that can get to the front of the net. I think we talked about that last week, as a matter of fact, or talked about it after that Vegas game that was played at Nationwide Arena a couple of Saturdays ago. And he fits the bill with that. He's 6'5", really big guy. I talked to him after the game about the goal that he got. He tips a shot from Damon Severson. And, he talked about where he was trying to get to. But I also talked to Severson, and I said, hey, did you see him? Are you looking for him? And he goes, look, I'm just trying to get a shot through. He goes, but he's huge. And I knew he was over there. And, if I can get it through, maybe something good's going to happen. So that's what they got him for. They just need more people to get to the front of the net. That will result in more scoring, whether it's from him or whether it's from, somebody on his line, if he can help create a rebound. But to me, that's really the thing. There are just too many guys that are small and not getting to the front of the net. There are too many guys that just aren't getting there. Maybe they're not small, but they're still not getting there. They needed somebody to get there, and this guy will.
Yeah, hopefully he can be something that sparks a little bit for the Jackets as they get moving forward. Hopefully tonight can be the start of that.
I think, to be honest with you had to do something. It's gotten to the point where it's so frustrating, and, Zach Werenski had the comments after the last home game, and as a general manager, you want to help your team. You want to do something and say, listen, I hear you, I see what's going on, and I want to help. And so that's why Don Waddell was looking, and thankfully he was able to pull it off right before the trade freeze for the Christmas holiday.
I was going to ask Bob, I don't know, when does that lift? Because I know there's a roster freeze before the holidays. Is that something that reopens in like middle of January, or when can they start if they wanted to keep making moves?
Once we get back to play, it's like a week,
okay.
A little over a week. So it's just to you're trying not to have guys have to move over Christmas, and like I said, for Mason Marchment, he's going to have to. Philip Deneau was traded from the Kings here, who we played tonight. He just got shipped back to Montreal. So they just try to make it kind of simple on the players and let them enjoy that Christmas break and not have to do too much. But it lifts right afterwards.
Speaking of, what do you have planned for the time off when you get back? Anything fun?
Not coming back, actually.
Oh,
not coming back. I got the family out here.
Okay.
And so we're gonna spend a California Christmas and just kind of chill out and hang out, since the schedule was very favorable and we don't play again until the 28th. So
joke's on you, Bob. You could have stayed out here and had a California Christmas, because it's going to be in the low 60s.
Get this. It's supposed to start raining here on the 23rd.
Of course it is.
It might rain until the 26th. That is my luck, guys. It is, And I've been complaining to you guys about this compacted schedule for a month and a half, and then I choose to stay on the road even longer. So it's all
That's exactly right. We'll have fun on the West Coast for this game, and then obviously for Christmas, and we'll talk again next week, all right?
All right, guys. Thanks.
There you go. Merry Christmas indeed, Bob McKellar. We appreciate it. Talk to him on the Brian Heating Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. 2 minutes away, we have odds for the Buckeyes in the Cotton Bowl versus Miami. talk about the matchup next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Hey there, and good morning. Right now, we've got a crash on 315 southbound, the right lane blocked off right at Olentangy River Road in those southbound lanes, just a little bit north of the 270 Outer Belt. And then over in New Albany, still watching crews clear out a crash on 161 eastbound. We've got the left lanes blocked off just past New Albany Road. Make it a great day. I'm 10 TV's Amy Stuggerwald with your fan traffic.
It's the year-end sales event with the Ford crew.
It's sales event time, Sam.
Temperatures are dropping, but the deals are just getting hot.
Time for our annual Ford Holiday Gift Guide.
Oh, yeah.
Hard to go wrong with great deals on trucks and SUVs from Ford, America's all-time best-selling auto brand.
Don't forget the first rule of holiday gift giving, Hank.
What's that, Sam?
Always remember to treat yourself, too.
Well said.
Based on Automotive News Almanac historical data and industry-reported sales data from 1909 through 2024 CY.
Career changers, including veterans and active duty service members. Your transition starts here. Go from GI to IT in a matter of months. Become a certified cyber warrior with training at My Computer Career. Cybersecurity specialists are in high demand, offering IT pros great opportunities and a rewarding lifestyle while protecting our people, liberty, and treasured institutions from cyber threats. Deploy your career in IT today at mycomputercareer.edu/CWP, an elite CompTIA certification partner.
VA education benefits are available to those who qualify.
McDonald's is putting value back on the menu. Whether you're craving a Big Mac, McNuggets, or sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddles, make it a meal and save. Your favorite is now your wallet's favorite too. Extra value meals are back.
Now get a sausage McMuffin with egg extra value meal, complete with hash browns and a small coffee for just $5. Only at McDonald's for a limited time. Price and participation may vary. Single item at regular price excludes tax.
T-Bone and Tyvis is presented by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Sign up today at awaken180weightloss.com.
Tyvis has a bum wrist from playing football. Bone has a bum wrist from opening the heavy doors at Sheetz. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Gentlemen, there are a few things more wonderful in life than intimacy, but when erectile dysfunction harms intimacy, it can have devastating effects on a relationship. This is the year of giving, and there's nothing better than giving her the gift that she ultimately wants. And that is a nice night in the bedroom. Tri-State Men's Health is there for you when you want this to be you. They have treatments when the pills and the herbals fail. They have treatments with success rates well over 90%. Some of those treatments can have you last an hour or more. Talk about bringing in the new year. You should start at 11 and bring in the New Year's in the bedroom. It's actually a really good plan. I might do that myself. There are 6 locations, 2 of them located in Columbus. One is in Hilliard, the other one's in Westerville. Schedule a consult with Tri-State Men's Health today. Your initial visit is $99, which includes a medical consult with a licensed medical provider, a TMPSA test, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. They have an expert staff, and if you're like a lot of men, you could be having sex the day after your appointment. So call them today at 800-900-9654 or visit tristatemenshealth.com.
The fan poll today, 971 The Fan on Twitter. What's your early feel on Ohio State's matchup against Miami in the Cotton Bowl? The choices are Buckeyes will win big, it'll be a close game, or Miami has the edge. 52.3% of you as of right now who have answered this poll say that it will be the Buckeyes winning big. 42% say it'll be a close game. Only 5.7% saying that Miami has the edge. I think that a lot of Buckeye fans...
Wait, how many people say they got the edge?
5.7%.
Okay.
So, I mean, it's a few people. Maybe they're Miami fans. Maybe they're just Buckeye haters who listen to the station. That's fine.
They're trolling.
No, it could be that too. Now, here's what I will say. You know how critical I have been of Ohio State's offensive line at times this year. Right? I mean, we've all acknowledged we're not talking about you don't play at Northwestern. We're talking about a team that we want to win the national championship, to be the best in every facet. That has been one of the spots that we have to hope it improves if you're a Buckeye fan. Right side of that offensive line has been a challenge this year for the Buckeyes when it comes, specifically to, trying to make it something where you can run the ball over that side of the line.
Yeah.
Miami's defensive line does make me think that could be a challenge. That could be an area that I'm sure they will look to exploit. So I'm of two minds here where, of course, could Ohio State play better? Where do they have to improve? I have lots of thoughts about that, but I still feel like Ohio State is a vastly better team than Miami, all things considered, and I am not worried about this game. I just feel like there are a lot of Buckeye fans who you will have heard complain about this team, like me, who you will have heard say, oof, this needs to be better. We've got to see something better from here, who will then look at this Miami game and rightfully so say, yeah, but I'm not worried about that. You know what I mean? And this is, if you want to improve as a Buckeye football team, this is the type of game you need. You need to go against a defensive line like this to show that Indiana game isn't going to happen again.
So I'm trying to look at a team that like compares to Miami, and it's hard. It's hard because you think about just a great defensive line. Well, obviously Indiana had a great defensive line, but then you look at like what they got on offense. You got a veteran quarterback. Fernando Mendoza is a veteran quarterback, but Carson Beck is not on the same level as Fernando Mendoza. Run game, ain't nobody. I mean, Miami's run. See, my problem is Mark Fletcher Jr. like that, or was A&M not that good?
I don't think.
That's the part that I'm confused.
I mean, I think he's a talented player.
Yeah, I'm sure. Well, I mean, he was about to come
Buckeyes
here.
wanted him. Yeah, all that. Of course.
But was A&M just not?
Has there been a guy all year? Has there been a guy all year who's been able to do that to Ohio State?
No, I told you the running back from Texas had 80. I think Jonah Coleman had 70, and I think Katron Allen had 72 or 74. That's like the three best single player rushing performances against the Buckeyes. Nobody's cracked 100 yards. Now, as a team, teams have cracked 100 yards, but one individual player ain't nobody ever. 172 yards? No.
Yeah. I mean, to that point, like Miami this year, I don't think they've had you can talk about their schedule. I don't think it's the toughest schedule out there, right? He had this year 158 carries for 857 yards, 10 touchdowns. Like the 10 touchdowns part, they obviously trust him close once they get inside the 20s. They want to give him the rock. But, like, I mean, as much as we were talking about the Ohio State running game, like Bo Jackson has more yards than him. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Ohio State has guys, too, that like at every point you can look at on the field. I just think Ohio State has more guys, better guys, and in more spots than Miami does.
Ultimately, this game comes down to our offensive line versus their defensive line. I think that's where the trenches, because the last time we seen our offensive line, they gave up 5 sacks, and Indiana did some really good things to make them look kind of foolish. So they're going to have 25 days off since that game. How did they improve over those 25 games? The only thing that really bothers me is when you sit that long, you might come out sluggish. You've seen Texas A&M and Miami not have the best offensive performance. Is it because they sat off for 2 weeks? If that's the case, we get in 25 days. How quickly can they get back into their rhythm?
Yeah.
Because, obviously you go through a whole off season, and everybody always knows that first game of the season is always some bumps and bruises, and then boom, you take off. How quickly can Ohio State get back into rhythm where they're, hitting plays, hitting guys in stride, everybody's in sync? That type of layoff, is that layoff just a little too long?
Yeah, I think that's a concern for Ohio State that they didn't have to deal with last year. Right? Everybody said last year part of the reason they got Oregon the way they did was because they weren't sitting around. They got to play Tennessee, which, by the way, shout out to that game. It was 1 year ago yesterday that we all got to see Tennessee come out. Remember that was what were they calling it?
Neyland North.
Neyland North. Everybody's taking their shirts off.
Yeah, that's when you knew they was going to lose. Because they probably was out there like, dang, it's cold.
Yeah, they were trying to look tough. What is the move, by the way, when you take your shirt off, but you put on like the full ski mask? Remember that? A couple guys had like the giant ski masks on.
It's like shiesty mask.
So your head is cold, but that whole rest of your like upper torso, apparently you're trying to tell me is not cold. Like that's just such a weird move. It was a bizarre move, but that was 1 year ago yesterday that game happened. So
I got to go back and watch. Did they come out all like that, and then when the game came around, did they put sleeves on?
I don't know.
Because if
that's
they
a good
did,
question.
then it defeats the whole purpose.
It absolutely does. Right. You got to show you're tough.
Going back to Miami, though, as a degenerate gambler, first I looked at the spread, and I see Tyvis said that it went down from 10.5 to 9.5, but the total is at 43.5, and I'm having conflicting thoughts about this, because initially I was like, no way this score even touches that number. I don't know if the team that wins this game is going to score 21 points based off of the offense that we saw in the Big Ten championship game.
Sure.
And then the other part of me is, does Vegas know something we don't know? Are the Buckeyes going to really open up the offense, or are we going to see a real big belt-to-ass situation where Ohio State carries the bulk of the scoring that gets us over 43.5? Because to me, I was like, I don't think this game's even going to get to 40 when it comes to the total.
I can understand that. I'll tell you this, if they call plays the way they did against Indiana, the way they've called plays against Michigan in the past, and even part of this year once they got a lead, like if you're going to put out 3 and 4 tight ends against this Miami defense, they're going, thank you, please do that. That helps us out a ton. I would hope, and I'm guessing Vegas, a lot of the early money, right, it's usually not the sharps. It's usually not the like professional gamblers. That's usually the people who
they say the pros gamble early and late.
Oh, okay. Yes. All right. I always thought it was late. I didn't know it was early too. Either way, I'm just saying, I bet some of that is based on the fact that anybody who is betting early is probably thinking, yeah, this number is going to go up, or they think Ohio State's going to do something differently offensively from what they did against Indiana. So I would hope that's the case. If they go out there and you see a bunch of 3 and 4 tight end sets again in the red zone, then you're exactly right. The score will be an under for sure. But I don't think, to your point, Miami is scoring 2 touchdowns against Ohio State's defense.
Like
right?
One of my friends asked me what I thought the score was going to be right after Miami won, and I said 17-6. And I was kind of being like dramatic because what did the Buckeye offense do the last time we saw them? I just can't get that picture out of my head. I don't think they're going to lose, but I feel like it's really going to be on the defense to win in these playoff games.
Yeah, I unless they could show us something different, and that's the hope. Is last year Ryan Day changed things enough that when they got to the playoffs, it looked like it was supposed to. So hopefully that happens again. By the way, tomorrow on the show, it is one of our new favorite segments that we have.
It's Hot Take Tuesday!
So I'm giving you 24 hours heads up. Here's what I want tomorrow. Any hot takes are welcome, but I specifically want some holiday hot takes, right?
Home Alone is overrated.
Sure, whatever. Bring it. Tomorrow, if you tweet us at Bone and Tyvis 971, you can get them in now. You can also go on the fan app and record audio of yourself saying whatever your hot take is. We'll play it here on the show tomorrow morning. Coming up next, our overachiever of the week. It's T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning. 2 crashes we're watching right now. First on 161 out in New Albany. Those eastbound lanes, we've got the left lanes blocked off just past New Albany Road, and a little bit of a delay building as you approach 62. And then also on the north side of town, 315 southbound, just north of 270, we've got the right lane blocked off right at Olentangy River Road. I'm 10 TV's Amy Stuggerwald with your fan traffic.
Men, it's the holidays, a time of love and joy. But if you suffer from erectile dysfunction, the season can be tough on you. This is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health, and if you and your partner are experiencing struggles because of ED, change it up this year. Give the best gift you can give to the one you love by treating your ED and restoring your relationship. At Tri-State Men's Health, we're experts in treating ED, and as a Promedic restorative health practice, we've literally seen countless thousands of relationships renewed across the nation. Plus, with treatments having success rates well over 90%, coupled with many treatment options, we can likely find the right one for you. You may even find you're performing like you haven't in years. So call us and give your partner the best gift you can give this season. A renewed, restored relationship. Your first visit is only $99 and includes blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in our office, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com. We have 2 convenient locations in the area to serve you in Hilliard and Westerville.
Picture it, your holiday table, the family cooking together, the scent of golden brown bread, rosemary from roasted potatoes, and a salad so crisp it snaps. This season at Kroger, make the moments that matter possible with quality that's affordable in every aisle. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
You can save big on 12 packs of Coca-Cola, Pepsi, or 7-Up. Select varieties or buy 2, get 3 free with your card. Limit 10. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
They're trained. They're fired up.
Let's do it.
When you need heat, they can't be beat. They're Ohio State's undefeated heating and cooling team. For plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling, there's only one team. The Waterworks. Better care, better value,
better results. Call the Waterworks at 614-232-2222 or visit them online at thewaterworks.com. A proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Common Man here for Germain Nissan. You'd have to be crazy not to consider a Nissan from Germain Nissan, especially this month during their annual final sale, where every car's been marked down to the lowest possible price. Plus, with Germain's $1,000 price promise, no one will sell you a Nissan for less. J.D. Powers ranked Nissan #1 in customer satisfaction among mainstream brands. No credit, bad credit, Germain Nissan can help you get in a car today. Germain Nissan, 4300 Morse Road, GermainNissan.com.
This is Ryan Krieger, and at Krieger Ford, we know life's busy. Let us handle your car care. Enjoy our convenient pickup and delivery service, or have our technicians come to you with our mobile service van. It's fast, easy, and hassle-free. Schedule your appointment today, only at KriegerFord.com.
Hey, it's Berm. I said I'd tell you my weekend results, so here it is. My first Awaken 180 weigh-in, I'm down 10.2 pounds and 3.6% body fat. That's fat, not muscle. If weight loss is your New Year's resolution, imagine starting like that. Awaken 180 works. Awaken180weightloss.com.
Get ready to play, win, and celebrate at El Dorado Scioto Downs, your ultimate Caesars Rewards destination. Earn rewards every time you play or dine with the most exciting loyalty program around. Take your pick from 1,700 hot new games, award-winning brews, and Guy Fieri's out-of-bounds 68-layer lasagna. And big news, Scioto Downs will host the prestigious Breeders' Crown in 2026, featuring 12 championship races. Feel the energy at El Dorado Scioto Downs, where Caesars Rewards never stop. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem, call 1-800-589-9966. Visit Caesars.com/Scioto Downs for details.
At ADP, we know you want your landscape business to succeed, but we don't know anything about landscaping. ADP only knows how to handle the business of your small business. So if ADP focuses on the payroll and the HR, while you focus on the land and the scaping, success should follow. Just don't expect us to know all about Kentucky bluegrass, zero-turn cutting, or what to do with a woodchuck. That's for you to figure out. Let ADP help your small business focus on the part of the business you're good at. ADP for small business.
In the old days when people lived to be 40, you only had one option for listening to your favorite show. But now, ooh, baby, radio, podcast, the Fan app, and YouTube, ooh, just to name a few, live or on demand. You have no excuses. The Fan.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Federal Elite Heating and Cooling and Bryant. Doing whatever it takes to keep you and your home comfortable. The Fan.
T-Bone would like to take a second to remind everyone that Eddie George is awesome and that Ronnie James Dio was an American treasure. And that pickles are gross. Thank you. Here's T-Bone and Tyvis.
There's a lot there. Holidays, of course, in full swing. Hope you're having a great holiday weekend, whichever you're celebrating. Obviously, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day are coming up this week. We will not be here live on either Wednesday or Thursday. We will have best of shows for you, though, so make sure you check those out, as we will have plenty of discussion there. And also, next week, we'll be all, getting geared up for the Buckeyes taking on Miami in the Cotton Bowl. I saw tickets, by the way, for that, because Texas A&M, a lot of their fans thought, we're going to the Cotton Bowl. We're Texas A&M. We got a home game. Oh, yeah. They were getting tickets. They wanted to buy tickets because it's close for them. Now, all of a sudden, the market getting flooded with people trying to get rid of those tickets because they don't need them. So if you're a Buckeye fan who's trying to get down there, good news, reasonably priced compared to, you know what I mean? If it was Texas A&M, the prices would have gone up. Miami fans, there isn't as much demand because they have to travel just like Ohio State fans do. But you know how well the Ohio State fans travel.
$107.
How much was it?
$107.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Which in the highest,
for a game like that.
Wow. So it's 107 for Miami of Ohio, 136 for Oregon, Texas Tech.
Oh, Miami. I thought you said Miami of Ohio. I was like, what game are they?
Miami and Ohio.
Ohio State. Ohio State.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Alabama and Indiana is 235 at the Rose Bowl, and Georgia, Ole Miss is 235.
There you go. Right. So, yeah, Buckeyes, of course, we'll have all the coverage continuing. We will be talking about it all day here and throughout the week. And obviously next week we'll have the game, pregame, postgame, everything else right here on The Fan.
And now it's time to highlight someone who's better than us in every single way. Meet our overachiever of the week.
All right. I'm going to start it off with an NFL guy. I'm going to go with Trevor Lawrence. Now, his numbers were good. I wouldn't say they were like epic. 23 of 36, 279 yards, 3 touchdowns in this game. But He led Jacksonville into Denver against one of the supposed elite teams in the NFL and came out with the victory. Yeah, Bo Nix actually had better yards, more yards in this game, but that's because he was from behind trying to make plays. Trevor Lawrence has this team playing awesome. The defense is good. Liam Cohen has apparently fixed him. Mr. Duval himself. But Jags have won 6 straight. I had no idea Jacksonville would be sitting at 11-4 through 15 games this year. But here we are. And Trevor Lawrence, he's back, baby. My overachiever of the week.
Don't look now, but Jacksonville could still get the number 1 seed in the AFC. They got the tiebreaker over Denver now. If Denver slips up in one of these last 2 games.
Yeah, it's in play.
I pick Denver to win their conference, their division.
Did you?
In the beginning of the year?
Yeah.
I thought you said Denver stunk at the beginning of the year.
Not Denver. I meant Jacksonville. Excuse me.
Oh, maybe you did. I forgot.
No,
you know
I took the Colts. I said the Colts.
Okay, never mind.
When they were, and then they completely
glad we did that.
Fell off.
Who's your overachiever of the week, Tyvis?
My overachiever of the week goes to a rookie who's got 300 yards. There's only been 2 rookie quarterbacks that's thrown for 300 yards this season.
Yeah.
Shador Sanders
is one of them.
And now Tyler Shuck,
Duck.
Yes. He's threw for 308 and a tutty against the Jets. And my boy Chris Olave had 2 of them things.
Did you see Chris Olave? He had comments. I don't know if it was this week or if it was after the game where he said.
He won out?
Well, he said, I was contemplating retirement at 24 or whatever it was because he said of the concussions and the injuries that he had. And he was talking about how now that's behind him and he's feeling great. And obviously when you're getting you're getting a chance to go make plays. And he did yesterday because Tyler Shuck was dropping dimes.
They might have found their quarterback.
I don't know if I'd go that far, but he's had some good games.
He's had 3 good weeks.
All right, that's fair.
And I think they beat somebody last week that was like a recent. Oh, it was the Panthers.
Yes. Yeah, they did.
They beat
That's
the
right.
Panthers and the Bucks.
Yeah,
which if they would have just turned it around sooner, they could have won the division.
Speaking of the Panthers, Dylan, how do you feel about that Panthers-Tampa Bay Buccaneers game?
Well, my overachiever of the week is former Buckeye Lathan Ransom, who picked off that bum Baker Mayfield to end the game. Fraudulent MVP frontrunner in the first month of the season. They were winning all these close games. Now they're losing them. The darkness always comes to light, guys.
Wow.
Baker Mayfield, he stinks. Carolina's now a game up on Tampa Bay in the division. I told you guys I'd be unsufferable if Baker Mayfield and the Bucs missed the playoffs. It's looking like a reality, folks.
Yeah.
It's a shame.
Get everyone out of there. All I heard for the whole middle part of the season was how hurt they are. They were healthy yesterday. Bucky Irvin playing. Yeah. Mike Evans playing. What happened? They stunk.
Yeah.
And they lost. And Baker led the charge, and that's stinking.
So technically, if Carolina win next week, it's over? Like they
No,
win?
Because they play again in the last week of the season.
Unless the Bucs lose, then it would be. If the Bucs lose and the Panthers win, then it is over. The Panthers win the division.
They play Miami.
They just lost to New Orleans 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
They can lose to Miami.
New Orleans got Quinn Ewers starting.
Miami's got Quinn Ewers.
I mean, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
He didn't look awful yesterday.
No, but Joe Burrow looked like Joe Burrow again, which was nice to see.
Joe Shiesty.
Yeah, now he said everybody, now he's happy. He's like, that felt good. I enjoyed that. It's like, yeah, okay. This is what we're going to get. I hope we don't get this from Joe Burrow. I hope he doesn't turn into an Aaron Rodgers where it's like, I don't know where everybody got the idea that I don't like playing football. I don't know where you're getting that from. It's like Aaron Rodgers is the king of saying things in the media, and then when everybody goes, hey, Aaron, you said this, does that mean this? He would say, I don't know where you're getting these ideas from. You come up with these cockamamie theories. Where are you getting this from? And it's like, from you, Aaron Rodgers. That's where we're getting it from. I hope Joe Burrow doesn't turn into like, I don't know, everybody thought I didn't want to play football. Where'd you get that from? It's like, because you said it in press conferences repeatedly that the game wasn't fun for you anymore. If you just meant, I don't like losing, then say that. Don't give all these cryptic comments like, can you see yourself playing elsewhere? I can see a lot of things. Actually, I think a lot of things are good. I don't have to stop. Don't go down that Aaron Rodgers path, Joe Burrow. You are better than that. You don't have to do that. Yesterday was a nice direction turn for the Bengals.
Shout out to Wizzy Walt in the chat. He said the Browns reporter that called out Miles after the game is the overachiever.
What did he say? I missed that.
He basically said, he said, Miles, last year when you was on your whole trade request, you were talking about how record. You didn't care about Hall of Fame and trying to break any records. You just wanted to win games. How is it that, how are you able to do it? Like, do this season? What changed? He said, what changed from that stance to this stance this season? He said, next question.
Yeah, right.
That bag, that account, that's what changed.
We're still waiting to see it. I'm still waiting to see the plan that Myles Garrett saw in the offseason. Was like, no, I saw the plan now, and I feel really good about this place. Yeah, the plan involved 9 zeros in your bank account. That was the plan.
Do you want to hear the question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, Myles, when you went through that trade request, you said you didn't care about records, all that Hall of Fame, all that stuff. You just wanted to win. So, with 2 games to go, and you guys are 3-12, what's it been like for you?
Next question.
It's a fair question.
I love it. Man, that's the saltiness I want from the reporters. You're covering a 3-win team. They were 3-11 up until this week. Now they're 3-12. That's exactly what you need from that press corps up there.
Do you know who that was, Tyvis? Did you recognize his voice?
No.
That was Dick from Dayton, I believe. This called in and was like, let me just get this off real quick. Speaking of the Browns, their season went from bad to worse yesterday. We'll talk about it next. Plus, we're doing a gift exchange here. So if that bums you out talking about the Browns, don't worry. We'll do some gifts here as well. That'll make us feel better anyway. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Hey there, and good morning. Right now, we've got a crash on 315 southbound. The right lane blocked off right at Olentangy River Road in those southbound lanes, just a little bit north of the 270 Outer Belt. And then over in New Albany, still watching crews clear out a crash on 161 eastbound. We've got the left lanes blocked off just past New Albany Road. Make it a great day. I'm 10 TV's Amy Stuckerwald with your Fan Traffic.
This Christmas, get a bonus AI Essentials course when you enroll in any My Computer Career IT program by the end of the year. That's a $3,900 value. Attend classes online or on campus. Enjoy lifetime job placement support and IT certifications in high demand. Go to mycomputercareer.edu today and take the free career evaluation. That's mycomputercareer.edu, an elite CompTIA certification partner. Conditions apply to AI offer and financial aid is available to those who qualify, including the GI Bill.
Dormar, your pilot hero.
At Great Lakes Hyundai, the savings are so good.
These savings are so good. Right now, get low lease payments on every model, like a new 2026 Elantra SE for just $119 a month for 24 months. Plus, get owner assurance and America's best warranty, a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain coverage. Go now. Columbus or Dublin or glakeshyundai.com. With approved credit, $39.95 down plus taxes, fees, first month payment, 12K miles per year, ends 1/2/26.
Listen up, football fans. You won't want to miss this.
Right now, new Bet365 customers bet $5 and get $150 in bonus bets, win or lose. So you could turn that $150 into something bigger when you bet on money line, spread, totals, player props.
$150 in bonus bets when new customers bet $5. I know where I'm going to bet from now on. Download the app today and see why it's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio. T&Cs apply. In-app only.
Ring in 2026 in a big way at Hollywood Casino Columbus. Don't miss our $65,000 New Year, New Wheels giveaway. You could drive off in a 2026 Chevy Traverse or take home $35,000 cash. Earn entries playing your favorite slot and table games all month long. The fun doesn't stop there. Catch live entertainment, hit the dance floor, indulge in fine dining, and count down to a balloon drop at midnight. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966.
It's that time of year when one episode turns into just one more season, when dessert turns into dinner, and time doesn't exist until the clock strikes midnight. Wait, what time is it? It's time to finish strong. At Planet Fitness, we're not waiting for the new year to give it everything we've got. Enjoy 24-hour access at most clubs when you join for $1 down, $15 a month, cancel anytime, and pay nothing until January 17th. Deal ends December 31st. Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet. See club for details.
Last-minute holiday gifting is a good deal better at Meijer. Bring more joy to everyone on your list with last-minute deals on must-haves, like select Lego playsets now 30% off. And buy one, get one for $1 on select select Yankee Candle products. Gift cards are great for the hard to buy for. Spend $100 or more on select gift cards and earn 10,000 MPerks points. That's a $10 reward just for you. Last minute gifts for everyone on your list. That's the good life at Meijer. Exclusions apply. See all deals in the Meijer app and at mperks.com.
Say goodbye to car care headaches with Carvenience from Hinderer Motor Company. This is Justin Hinderer. For only $49, we'll pick up your vehicle, leave you with a rental, and return it fully serviced and spotless. No more juggling your schedule or wasting hours at the shop. Carvenience lets you focus on what matters while we take care of all the rest, making life easier. Schedule your service today at HindererMotorCompany.com.
All credit types are welcome at Capital Ford of Columbus and Whitehall. From perfect scores to starting fresh, we'll get you driving. Shop our huge selection and leave in your new car today. Stop in or visit us online at capitalfordofcolumbus.com.
When it comes to a gun suicide attempt, all it takes is a moment.
Heather and I had an argument just like any other couple. I was lost. I had snapped. I had a gun and I was going to take my own life. Heather helped me realize that there was still a life to live for the better of myself, my family. My weapon is now safely put away.
A moment of crisis can happen to anyone. Store your guns, locked, unloaded, and away from ammo. Hear more safe stories at endfamilyfire.org. Brought to you by Brady and the Ad Council.
Dormar, you're kind of hero.
When your furnace or air conditioner is broke, we come out that same day. Dormar, home the Tin Man.
I thought mixing bleach with my floor cleaner would take the stain out.
When my youngest ate the dog's medicine, that was a new one.
I was trying to protect my garden, but I accidentally sprayed myself with pesticide.
So I called 1-800-222-1222, the poison helpline.
A poison expert helped me figure out what to do next.
I was connected to someone who spoke Spanish.
They answered my questions.
It was free.
It was confidential.
It was real help in real time.
Keep the poison experts in your pocket. 1-800-222-1222.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus.
Good morning, I'm Dylan Gonzalez. The Cleveland Browns hosted Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills yesterday. The Browns were down as many as 13 points in the third quarter, but their attempt at a second-half comeback fell just short as they lost to the Bills 23-20. The Cincinnati Bengals were also in action yesterday against the Miami Dolphins, who started former Buckeye and Longhorn quarterback Quinn Ewers. Ewers passed for 260 yards but threw 2 picks, while Joe Burrow threw for 309 yards and 4 touchdowns in a 45-21 win for Cincy. The basketball Buckeyes were on the hardwood over the weekend. They fell short against the North Carolina Tar Heels 71-70. And finally, we know who the Buckeyes will face in the Cotton Bowl as Miami beat Texas A&M 10-3 to advance to the quarterfinal round of the CFP. This update was sponsored by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. This year, don't set a goal without a clear course to results. Drop weight your first weekend every week. Visit awaken180weightloss.com.
Tyvis played in some of the biggest stadiums in the world. T-Bone has eaten some of the biggest pizzas in the world. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Well, the Browns gave you a little bit of, I don't know. What is that even? False hope? No. Bravado?
It may, when you're on a losing team like this and you're watching the Browns, at this point, like, as fans are rooting for them to give them an exciting game to watch, but they also are rooting for them to lose because they want the higher pick of the draft.
Yeah.
I hate that mentality.
Don't screw up the draft order.
I hate the mentality, but, like, that's where people are. So it was exactly the recipe that you wanted. You wanted a game that was exciting where you actually had a chance, but you wanted to lose.
I would just remind people that if you're like, I agree that I don't want to root for draft position. I want to root for like the draft picks that we drafted to win games. That's way more fun for me as a Browns fan. However, the NFL has set it up this way. It's so funny that the NHL and the NBA have panicked for years over what do we do about tanking? Oh, we can't have teams tanking. Tanking would be awful. And they've got lotteries and they've got, you can't, get a protected pick. You've got this, you've got that. So many things to make sure nobody tanks in those leagues. And yet in the NFL, it's literally, if you're the worst, you get the first pick. That is ultimate tanking session right there. All you have to do is say, we're going to go over, and you end up with the first pick. And yet the NFL's done nothing to try to fix that. And they get a pass from everyone on it, which is shocking to me. But I'm just saying, blame the NFL for that. Blame your bad organization that has drafted terribly and put your team in a spot where they're not a playoff team. Blame all those entities, but don't blame the fans for saying, hey, if this is the system we're in, I guess it'd be better to get the number one pick so we can get the guy we need. Now, if that guy's in the draft or not next year, we'll find out. But yeah, Browns lose 23-20 to the Bills. They had a late comeback that kind of got thwarted, but the big story out of this game for me is that Quinshon Judkins got injured, broken leg, dislocated ankle, and a broken fibula, I believe.
I think that's correct.
Yeah, so he's obviously done for the year. Kevin Stefanski announced he's going to have surgery to repair all that, so hopefully he can recover and be ready for next year. But I'll tell you, man, I'm watching this game, and there really wasn't much to it other than I kind of just wanted to see the Browns be competitive in this game. When they go, the play was didn't he have the ball thrown to him, right? Did he catch that or was he running with it? Anyway, he got hit low.
The ball was thrown to him like a swing pass.
Yes.
And he got hit low and his leg is kind of facing the wrong way.
Yeah.
And
that was bad.
Yeah, it was bad.
I didn't feel good about that at all. And then, of course, it wasn't even on Fox, and yet still, for some reason, this music played. So, then they went to commercial immediately. I was like, uh-oh. And then they came back, and the mood was very different because it was J.J. Watt and Ian Eagle calling it, and it went from like...
Oh, yeah, I talked to Ian before the game.
We'll be back in a moment. And then they came back, and it was like, folks, we can't show you this replay. And I said, oh, God, no, not one of those.
Mm-hmm.
Not for my boy Quinshon Judkins. No, please no. So, yeah, now he's out for the year. And
it's a lot of people, though, because I think Jerome Ford is on IR. Dylan Sampson's been out. And Quinshon's out.
Who was the running back that came in?
Raheem Rocket Sanders is what he goes
Which
by.
was hilarious on the TV broadcast because the Bills had a guy whose last name was also Sanders who made a tackle. And they're like, Sanders hands to Sanders, and he gets hit by Sanders.
That's funny.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
I'm pretty sure on the Browns broadcast on the radio, they said, now all we need is Colonel Sanders.
Right. There you go.
That'd be
That's
great.
right. I actually always feel that way. I need Colonel Sanders right now. I need a little more chicken in my
11 herbs and spices, baby.
That's exactly right.
How did you feel about the Miles getting credited for the half sack? I think that's the NFL reaching because Mason Graham clearly got there first. I don't even know if Miles even officially touched Josh Allen on their play.
Yeah, if you didn't see this, so Josh Allen is dropping back. And, I mean, he's in the end zone, but somehow extended the football just enough to not get a safety.
Yeah.
But he essentially fell down because he was running away from pressure from Mason Graham and Myles Garrett. But he landed on the ground himself. No one knocked him down. He just fell.
Mm-hmm.
And then Mason Graham touched him up, and that was where they counted it as the sack.
Mason Graham
they initially gave it to him.
Yeah.
And then they came back later in the game and said, we've actually ruled it as a half sack for each guy because they said the pressure from both guys caused him to fall down, and that's the technical NFL rule. Yeah, whatever. I didn't think there was a reason that Ian Eagle and J.J. Watt were there other than the fact that the only reason those two were on that broadcast yesterday, because it's a dud game. Now, it turned out not to
be a good game.
But they looked at that and said, here's an 11-4 team and a 3-11 team. Or 11-3 team, whatever they were.
You know what the picture-perfect solution would be for next week's game against Pittsburgh. Aaron Rodgers gets hurt. Mason Rudolph comes in the game. Miles get the sack on Mason Rudolph.
And then takes his helmet off.
Wouldn't that be hilarious?
That would be quite a scenario. But I'm convinced they had Ian Eagle, like a broadcast team that good on this game, solely because they thought there's a chance of records getting broken. And if it does, we don't want Spiro Dides on the call. We want like Ian Eagle and J.J. Watt, like a famous defensive end in his own right, to like have a moment to talk about this guy. I genuinely think that's why they put those guys on the broadcast, was solely to give it to give Myles Garrett the appropriate praise if he got the record.
Well, then that means somebody's going to be on a good broadcast. Well, it's CBS. Well, who was it this week?
I just said it was Ian Eagle and J.J. Watt.
No, I'm saying, was it that's CBS, right?
Yeah, it was CBS, yeah.
So they're going to give it to him again next week?
I would presume it's
Unless
the Steelers.
It's not going to be Romo and Nance.
Right. So
No, they ain't getting the number one.
No, I'm saying, but like, I think that's part of the reason that went into that discussion. At least part of it had to be because they thought if he breaks the record, we want some great broadcasters on this, and that was a good team.
The Tide, right?
Yeah, so now what is he at 22 exactly? And the record's 22 and a half.
He's at 22 and
I thought he
was at 21.
No, I thought that they gave him the half sack. I thought he was at 21 and a half. Am I wrong? Either way, the point is, with one sack, he definitely ties it. He may break it with one sack, but yeah, that half sack could become very important.
Myles Garrett has 22 sacks on the season. So, and the record
he's a half sack
one
away.
sack, he breaks the record.
Yes, as opposed to if they didn't give him that half sack, it would have been a tie. Next time he gets one sack, it would have been tied. Now they've kind of moved him off of that. So
he got to do it next week because I don't want to hear this whole he had an extra game.
Oh, I know.
By the way, on the play in question, Mason Graham didn't even end up with a half a sack. They gave a half sack to Miles and half a sack to Alex Wright.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it makes no sense.
That's even more bizarre.
Makes no sense.
Yeah.
The fix is in, folks.
Sure.
100%. They're talking about an asterisk. It might have an asterisk because of that.
No. You know what? That's why he needs to go out and just get 3 sacks next week and then put it way out of doubt that there was nothing else you can say about that. Now, it's bad that this is what, as Browns fans, is what I'm reduced to talking about. However, I'll bring up this. Shedeur Sanders was asked about a decision to go for it on 4th and 2 late in the game where they essentially decided, let's just find out right now if we can even come back and win this game or not because the Browns were only down 3. Here's what Shedeur Sanders, he was asked, was that the right decision from Kevin Stefanski?
I know you can't be asking me that question, man. Come on, man. We can't see that's like the thing. Like, if we want to change the narrative, change the franchise, if we want to like help, we got to speak life. You can't. Those type of things is like separate us. Like a lot of the players like get these type of questions, and then we want to be working with y'all. We want to be proactive, but like when you ask questions or when questions are asked to us players, and it's like you pinning stuff against each other, it's like, come on now, you know, it's like a thing in the locker room. Like, you know, we're not gonna be able to talk to them for real. We're not gonna be able to give them what they need, like, because that separates the team. That don't help anything. It don't help anything in any situation, no matter how you answer it.
I mean, I don't feel like necessarily he's wrong, but I also think it's short-sighted by NFL players or any football players, any athletes to say, oh, you should be doing your job better by not asking me tough questions. Like, the media's job is to ask tough questions. Your job is to do what's best for the team. So if that means don't throw Kevin Stefanski under the bus, then don't throw him under the bus. But I don't blame the reporter for asking you, hey, did you like that decision or not? If his answer is, yeah, it was a fine decision, I'm good with it. Me and Kevin Stefanski are aligned on that. That's fine. That's your job to do.
A lot of times he make it bigger than what it is. To answer the question, all you have to say is, if that's what the coach called, I'm with the coach. Yeah. Because I think that you kind of, like, it's just, the problem is that it's a narrative that him and Kevin, this Kevin is sabotaging Shedeur thing. Like, so like when they get any questions that he gets that has to do with Kevin or play calling, he answers it in this way. And a lot of people, some people go one or two ways. They go, oh, well, maybe they do got a good relationship, or he's covering up because we know that something's wrong there. And I just feel like if he just said the coach called that, I like what the coach called, I feel like there wouldn't be nothing said. Like, it wouldn't be, this wouldn't have got blown up into something big or not. Although I understand exactly what he's saying when he talks about, you know, the divide and all those things and the jokes in the locker room and all of those things. Like, I get that part of it, but I feel like you also can just say, if that's what Kevin wanted to call on 4th and 2, I'm with Kevin all the way. Like, then there's nothing. We can move on.
Yeah. I think he's speaking to, like, this shouldn't happen. The reality is it's going to keep happening. Yeah. So, like, the next step for Shedeur Sanders is just to say, yeah, I'm with coach on that. Right. We're good. And then, because your job is to protect the organization, their job is to ask questions of the organization that has only won 3 games this year. So that makes total sense. The Steelers showed you why they are the classiest organization in the NFL. Every year they show you that. This time they showed it as one of their star players tried to fight a fan in the stands. We will discuss that next. T-Bone and Tyvis on The Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning and happy Monday. We are still watching crews clear out a crash on 315 southbound right near Ackerman Road. Those southbound lanes just a little bit slow moving this morning. And then 161 eastbound still watching a crash right near 62. I'm 10 TV's Amy Stuggerwald with your fan traffic.
It's the year-end sales event with the Ford crew.
It's sales event time, Sam.
Temperatures are dropping, but the deals are just getting hot.
Time for our annual Ford Holiday Gift Guide.
Oh, yeah.
Hard to go wrong with great deals on trucks and SUVs from Ford, America's all-time best-selling auto brand.
Don't forget the first rule of holiday gift giving, Hank.
What's that, Sam?
Always remember to treat yourself, too.
Well said.
Based on Automotive News Almanac historical data and industry-reported sales data from 1909 through 2024 CY.
Always still look at myself as a high-performing athlete, even at 40 years old. And so I want to go able to run and run fast and do things that I could 15 and 20 years ago. And it was getting to the point where the pain was starting to limit that.
Pain attacks people from all walks of life, not just former professional athletes like Bobby Carpenter. That's where QC Kinetics non-surgical treatment steps in.
And now that the pain is gone, I've been able to go and do the stuff that I love and run fast and run sprints and try to get back to where I was.
QC Kinetics regenerative treatments use your body's own healing properties to deliver long-term relief without surgery.
Now, being able to go and work out and do the stuff that I want to do and challenge my body, it's made me a better person, a more pleasant person to be around.
Don't wait. Call QC Kinetics for your free consultation today. QC Kinetics.
Call QC Kinetics, 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544. 380-208-4544.
They're trained. They're fired up.
Let's do it.
When you need heat, they can't be beat. They're Ohio State's undefeated heating and cooling team. For plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling, there's only one team. The Waterworks. Better care, better value, better results. Call the Waterworks at 614-232-2222 or visit them online at thewaterworks.com. A proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Ring in 2026 in a big way at Hollywood Casino Columbus. Don't miss our $65,000 New Year, New Wheels giveaway. You could drive off in a 2026 Chevy Traverse or take home $35,000 cash. Earn entries playing your favorite slot and table games all month long. The fun doesn't stop there. Catch live entertainment, hit the dance floor, indulge in fine dining, and count down to a balloon drop at midnight. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966.
Your child's oral health milestones matter. By age 1, see a pediatric dentist to establish good oral health habits. At 7, see an orthodontist to check your child's bite, teeth, and jaws. Around 15, visit an oral and maxillofacial surgeon to have your child's wisdom teeth examined. Remember, milestones met, healthy teeth set. Visit milestonesmet.org.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is fast for cash. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family. I even buy my tenants won't pay me the rent houses. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
Fraud in government is a crime, and it robs taxpayer dollars. I'm Ohio Auditor of State Keith Faber, and my job is to catch people that lie, cheat, and steal, report suspicious behavior, and help stop fraud. Learn the red flags, speak up, and protect your tax dollars by calling 1-866-FRAUD-OH.
The ONN Daily Podcast. Get a recap of all the day's news from across the state. The ONN Daily Podcast. Listen at onnradio.com or wherever you download your favorite podcasts from the Ohio News Network. Love football, love wings? Put those bad boys together and you get Austin and Byrne live at Roosters.
Sponsored by Roosters, a fun casual joint.
Large amounts of football and all the donkey sauce you can handle. Mondays on the Fans YouTube channel. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
A pretty frosty and chilly start for us. Wake-up temperatures will be in the teens and 20s. And then as we head into the day today, we do warm up to be more seasonable with our temperatures in the low 40s and a mix of sun and clouds. For tonight, rain develops late overnight, otherwise cloudy with lows in the 30s. And for Tuesday, cloudy skies, isolated showers, and breezy winds, bringing those temperatures in the mid to low 50s. For the Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with the 10 Weather Impact Forecast.
What's the point of watching football all weekend if you can't overanalyze it?
Reaction Monday is sponsored by the Roofing Guys.
The Fan. Two men who both know the value of a good hat.
You're bald!
This is Bone and Tyvis.
All right, we haven't done our gift exchange yet, so we're going to do that here in this segment too, because Dylan got us gifts. I got Dylan a gift. I didn't get Tyvis. Well, I got Tyvis' gift. It's not here yet. Didn't get here on time. I paid for 2-day shipping last week. It's still not here, but that's all right. It's busy. It's going to be here today, hopefully, according to all the tracking. So tomorrow, Tyvis, I will give you your gift. But we'll get to those in a second. First, the Steelers. How great of an organization are they, huh? Just the classiest organization. Everyone. That's all I hear about from Jim Nance. Whenever they do a game, is like, this is a team that wins the right way.
F-bomb Jen was proud.
I know. She was. And you know what? I don't blame Steelers fans. Just go ahead and either plug your ears or say, I don't care, we win. It doesn't matter to me. But every year I have to hear about how classy this organization is, as they always get personal foul penalties, as they always do antics. They always are. They're as dirty as any other team, but yet we have. It's kind of like the Michigan men of the NFL. Is the Steelers are just, they do it the right way. Then meanwhile, you got Mike Tomlin tripping guys when they run up the sidelines. You got dudes spitting on each other and fighting each other, and now you have this DK Metcalf in the Lions game, which of course Steelers won. It was a great victory for them. They are yet again an organization that has an above 500 record, will be guaranteed this year for Mike Tomlin. I think, 19 years in a row they have had that with him? It's unbelievable, the streak that they're on. But during the game, DK Metcalf apparently was getting into it with a fan from the Lions. This fan was hanging over the railing and yelling at him.
It's about what did he say?
Well, that's the whenever you see something like this, because what DK Metcalf did was he grabbed the guy by his shirt. He's yelling back and forth to the guy, and then he throws like a kind of punch at him as he lets go of the guy's shirt.
That's why. What did he say? Because if he said something wild, I'm Team DK.
Well, this guy supposedly did get interviewed by local news, and he said that all he said was DK's full name, which is DeKalin Zacharias Metcalf.
Yes, this Lions fan.
That's all he said. I doubt that's all he said. I'm willing to bet. I'm not really a big gambler, but I'm willing to bet a good number that's not all he said.
Well,
and somebody said to me, Tyvis Chancey Powell, you think I'm gonna be like still on him? No.
Yeah, but you don't go by TC your whole life, and then suddenly someone like
I doubt that's all.
I don't know if maybe he's that embarrassed by his government name, and that's why he goes by DK, and then he didn't want to hear it.
I tell you what, if this was true and I was playing, I'd say it every play. I'd say it every play. I'd say it every play.
Oh, yeah, he just got everybody. Now everybody knows with DK Metcalf what you don't want to hear from him, or what he doesn't want to hear from you, and we'll get him going. But no, I'm surprised the NFL didn't look at that and say, yeah, I know that we don't typically do this, but during a game on national TV that everyone saw, and they even highlighted it on the broadcast with Tony Romo going like, oh my, like clutching his pearls and everything. I'm surprised they didn't get to a point where they said, maybe we should buzz down to the referees and say, hey, DK's got to leave the game because he threw a punch at a fan.
No, don't worry about that. He's just going to play for free next week. That's
yeah, I don't think he's going to play at all next week.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He got suspended, so that when you get suspended, you don't get a game check, so you essentially just play for free.
Well, fair enough. If he's not going to play either, but yeah,
that's all right. They're just playing the Browns.
That's true. Yeah, I don't think
Browns win, baby. That means that Aaron Rodgers got to hold the ball for another second, which means Miles is going to get the record.
I do want to see the Browns win. So I think in that case, we would get a de facto AFC North championship game the last week of the season between Pittsburgh and Baltimore. Unless Baltimore decides to lose to whoever they're playing, which I'm not even sure who that is right now.
Well,
didn't Lamar get hurt?
Lamar went out with a back injury during the game last night, and the Patriots came back and won that game.
Lamar.
But you know what?
They played the Packers.
I'll tell you, I didn't expect that game. I didn't think that game would go the way it did, because I think he went out when and it was 13-7, and it ended up being the Ravens were up late in that game, and
who replaced him? Snoop?
Tyler Huntley. Yeah, he didn't look
Snoop
bad
came
at
in
all.
and played very well for them. And then the Patriots, credit to them, they came all the way back. They made it a big victory for them, coming all the way back and winning that game. They were down 24-21 in the fourth when they scored the go-ahead touchdown. So yeah, it was a back and forth affair on Sunday Night Football last night. Lots of good games in the NFL and lots of playoff implications for all that too. AFC North standings though, as of now, Steelers are 9-6, Ravens are 7-8. So barring an epic collapse by the Steelers, they're going to win the division. They're going to go to the playoffs again. And this is for Mike Tomlin, who has, how many times have Steelers fans talked about this over the last few years of, we're done with this guy. He is Mr. Mediocre. He gets us to like barely above 500. Everyone gives him credit for that. I don't know how much it's going to matter when you see this year yet again, all the turmoil in the NFL, all these teams that have taken hits and fallen down. The Chiefs right now, they're on the second quarterback now with Gardner Minshew having a torn ACL. Like, they're having a miserable season, and yet here the Steelers are, who have been this team that continues to get to the playoffs every single year. Mike Tomlin's not going anywhere if he doesn't want to.
But
you know what I mean?
Here's what's also probably going to happen. They're going to be the 4 seed. The 5 seed in the AFC is going to be a really good team. It's going to be like a second-place Chargers team or a second-place Bills or Patriots team. Best case scenario for the Steelers, they might get Houston. But Houston's been hot, and they're like – whoever they play in the first round, they're going to be underdogs at home. I could almost guarantee it.
I understand that, but I also think at some point I can totally get why Steelers fans have been frustrated with Mike Tomlin. I also think if you look around the league and see all the other teams who have been perennially good, the Ravens. You looked at the Ravens before the season and thought, this is their division to lose. And what have they done? Lost it.
It's
you know what I mean? Like, I'm saying, yet again, the Steelers find ways to win. I've seen Steelers fans who usually are miserable about this saying, you know what, I'm having fun watching this team. Regardless of what I thought before the season, this is fun. So I can understand now if Steelers fans are basically saying, yeah, once again, Mike Tomlin gets us to the playoffs. Is he going to win you a Super Bowl this year? Probably not. I don't think this team is built for a Super Bowl. That is a bigger picture question that I understand that frustration from Steelers fans. But
I mean,
it's hard to get away from that stability if you're the Steelers. They will not make a move on Mike Tomlin when he continues to do this.
How can you?
Exactly.
Well, I find it unfathomable that any Steelers fan doesn't want him as their coach. But when they probably lose in the first round of the playoffs again, you're going to hear some of those Steelers fans be like, "Here we go again, first round playoff loss. This is we're the Steelers. We should be competing for Super Bowls, and we haven't won. They haven't won a playoff game in 10 years."
Jen is in the chat,
and I can understand that. Like I'm saying, I get the Steelers fans who are saying we're better than just make the playoffs and be happy with it. They want to go win and play meaningful games in January and
they are
into February.
They playing one meaningful game
and losing it every year. Yes.
Jen is in the chat. She said, "Please make it stop. Fire Tomlin for the love of Franco Harris."
There we go.
Well, I got to let you know something about that Franco, your beloved Franco Harris. That play, I think the ball hit the ground.
Yeah, immaculate reception's a fraud. If we had instant replay,
my God,
it would be an incomplete pass. There's an early Hot Take Tuesday take for you.
Yeah, well, that's absolutely right. And that is tomorrow, by the way. Make sure you go ahead and get we're looking, I mean, any hot take is welcome on Hot Take Tuesday. But if you have specifically a holiday hot take, send those to us at Bone and Tyvis 971 on Twitter. Hot Take Tuesday tomorrow. Also, a special guest tomorrow going to join us in studio, Jordan Tries of the Instagram and TikTok fame. He is a guy who goes out and reviews, Tyvis, he reviews fast food. Goes all over the country to review fast food.
We're going to eat some food here?
I don't know. We could do that.
We should do protein shakes.
Why? Why? I think we should order breakfast for him and get his thoughts on what we usually eat for breakfast.
Do we not want to watch our figure?
I'm watching it. Watching it grow and grow and grow, my friend. By the way, let's do our gift exchange. We haven't done that yet. So, Dylan, you brought us gifts today.
Yes, I did not wrap them.
They are wrapped wrapped in a lids bag. So I'm very.
It's a hat.
All right, Tyvis, let's pull them out. Ooh, I like mine.
A Blue Jackets hat.
We both got Blue Jackets hats.
I don't think I've ever had a Blue Jackets hat in my life. And it's a snapback.
I got the snapback as well.
I didn't ask your guys' head size, so I had
that's all right.
Adjustable.
I got the this one's is this a Carhartt?
Yeah, it's a Carhartt.
I like
one.
that.
Yes.
That's nice. It's a khaki branded. Yeah, that's good. Carhartt khaki stuff goes with anything. Look at that. Thank you.
Looks good, Tyvis.
Thank you. I appreciate that, Dylan.
Yeah, this is good. I'm going to put mine on too.
Look at that.
For the.
I guess I'm from Cleveland. That's why I always wear a Cleveland hat, but I live in Columbus.
I'm not
so
going to lie. After this is not an ad for lids, by the way. After I bought it, realized it was BOGO, I was like, hell yeah. Let's go.
This man's hilarious.
All right.
Tyvis bought me a Colorado Buffaloes. Was like a starter jacket.
It's like a varsity jacket. That's great.
There you
yes.
Well, I hope you like that type of thing.
So
Dylan.
I can wear it. So I can wear it for Halloween next year when I'm Coach Prime again. Yes. Someone in the chat said that I was a Colorado Buffaloes fan, and I feel like Tyvis is trolling based off of that.
Hilarious.
Perfect. Good. I like this hat, Dylan. This is very nice.
All right, let me open your gift you got me.
Well, I hope you like jackets because the theme of this gift exchange is jackets. Between the Columbus Blue Jackets and then Tyvis got you a jacket.
It's basically the same jacket that Tyvis got me, but it's Yankees. Yes. I will be warm.
Yes. So there you go.
Thank you, guys.
Get you some jackets, man.
You look cold. That's apparently what we've all realized.
I am cold often.
There you go.
But not in this studio. It's bacon in here.
No, that's true. I wish it was bacon right now in this studio. I could eat some bacon. That makes me so hungry.
Stuck in a ditch Tuesday.
Yeah, that's no. That was last week. We're not
Stuck in a ditch Tuesday.
That was last week. You weren't in Joshua Perry's neighborhood, but you were very close.
I was so bad, didn't you?
We're going to talk to JP next. Buckeyes, playoffs, more. Joshua Perry joins us in 2 minutes. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Hey there and good morning. Right now, no major issues that we're watching across the metro. Busy traffic on 71 near downtown, but no crashes that we're watching right now. I'm 10 TV's Amy Stuckerwald with your fan traffic.
Men, we hear it all the time. A man comes in to get his erectile dysfunction treated, and very soon thereafter, he tells us that his relationship is renewed. This is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health, and you should know that ED doesn't just affect you, it also often affects your partner. They can feel undesired, unwanted, they may even feel like you don't love them anymore. At Tri-State Men's Health, we've successfully treated thousands of men for ED with protocols that have success rates as high as 90%, which means if you're like most men, we can get you back to the guy you used to be. You could even last up to an hour or more and find you're performing like you haven't in years. So call us today and give your partner the gift of renewed love. Your first visit is only $99 and includes blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in our office, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com. That's tristatemenshealth.com. We have 2 convenient locations in the area to serve you in Hilliard and Westerville. Tri-State Men's Health, a Promenic restorative health practice.
This Christmas, get a bonus AI Essentials course when you enroll in any My Computer Career IT program by the end of the year. That's a $3,900 value. Attend classes online or on campus. Enjoy lifetime job placement support and IT certifications in high demand. Go to mycomputercareer.edu today and take the free career evaluation. That's mycomputercareer.edu, an elite CompTIA certification partner. Conditions apply to AI offer and financial aid is available to those who qualify, including the GI Bill.
T-Bone and Tyvis is presented by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Sign up today at awaken180weightloss.com.
The Buckeyes, the Big Ten, and the rest of college football. We tackle it all in the breakdown with Joshua Perry.
Every Monday, we love to talk to former Buckeye NBC sports analyst, lover of Cheshire Market Pizza. He is Joshua Perry joining us in the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. JP, holidays going on. You got any plans for this week? Holiday season? What are you guys doing? We have him. We think we have him. Maybe? Stand by. Is he on that? Or no?
I have no idea.
He's just grabbing. I see him on the video. I just can't hear him.
All right. Well, we'll get Joshua on in a second once we figure out what's going
That's
on there.
because he has to unmute his mic.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, that's it, Tyvis. Yeah, he's a media pro, and he's having the same problem that we have on Zoom.
You know what? That's the thing. When you deal with people that seems very smart, at times they do dumb things. This could be one of those moments.
I don't think that's what's happening. I could be totally wrong. I don't think that's the case. While we're getting Joshua on, we will figure that out in a moment, have him back in. But other stuff in the NFL yesterday. Jags got a huge win over Denver, so they obviously improved their standing in the playoff picture. Texans won a close one with the Raiders, but they keep rolling. As Dylan pointed out earlier, the Buccaneers faltered again, losing to the Panthers. Panthers and Jags, I did not think would be this relevant in the NFL at this point in the season, but here we are, man.
The most impressive thing was that Travis Kelce was in what they call Taylor Swift Town and did nothing.
What do you mean?
They lost.
How is he in Taylor Swift Town? What do you mean?
People consider Nashville a big Taylor Swift.
It's a country music hub. I'll give you that.
Correct.
Yeah, the Chiefs looked awful yesterday.
They lost Patty to ACL. And Gardner Minshew went out there and tore his ACL.
Bad.
They was down to, I don't even know who it was.
They're already talking about, should Andy Reid just retire? Just hang it up.
Oh?
You've won Super Bowls. You've proven everything you can. You got money for days. Why not just go ahead and get out
Chris
and let them rebuild?
Dukin? Is that who this was? That's who I never heard of
I've seen multiple people asking that question.
South Dakota State, 7th round pick.
Is that who was in? Is that who their quarterback is?
Yeah, Gardner Minshew tore his ACL, so that's who.
Jeez.
And it's not like they got playoff implicate. They 1-6 on the road this year.
You know what the Chiefs ought to do is maybe we could go back and find who else has played recently who is old, but that might want to come back.
Derek
a la
Carr.
Phillip Rivers. Yeah, okay. Call Derek Carr and see if he wants to come back out. But isn't his shoulder all exploded? Yeah, Tom Brady's going to come out and play for the Chiefs.
No, it would have to be meaningful games.
Yeah, I'm just saying, get someone to come out there and play a few games for the Chiefs. That could actually be fun. All right, I think we have him now. Joshua Perry is there. Good morning, Joshua. How are you?
Tyvis said, turn your mic on. Listen, when I came in the studio to do some filling in last week, the first thing I did was turn my mic on. I'm a professional.
That's exactly
so you guys got to get your equipment together.
That's right. I never blame the guest, unlike Tyvis.
You need to stop pointing the finger and pull the thumb. That's what you should do.
I'm not doing that. Listen, it's perfectly fine when it's not your fault, right? To point the finger, I did what I was supposed to do. You guys saw my face, I had my microphone on, things didn't work. That's not on me.
No, that's right. Now you're on the phone, but that's fine. It still works. Still the Bryan Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. So the Buckeyes get to play Miami in the Cotton Bowl. Thoughts initially on this matchup? I obviously am worried about the offensive line holding up against their defensive line, but beyond that, I think the matchup's pretty favorable for Ohio State. Do you agree?
Yes, and here's the reality of the situation is, based off of what we saw from Miami over the weekend, Bain and Messidor, those guys can ruin your day. I'm not trying to disparage them. Did anybody watch that game and be like, oh my God, I'm so scared of Miami? It just wasn't a great game out of them. I don't know if that was just a layoff between, regular season ending and then the time they had between the postseason, whatever the case was. Miami feels like a team that is dangerous, no doubt. I never looked at them heading into the postseason as a team where it's I feel like if they get hot, they can make a run. There are some inconsistencies with that football team. So certainly you got to block the guys up front, right? We saw Mark Fletcher, who had a great game offensively for Miami. You've got to be able to handle him. Malachi Toney, the wide receiver, is a phenomenal player, electric with the ball in his hand. You have to be able to handle him. Few things you have to do. But outside of that, this is an Ohio State team that basically for the bulk of the year, everybody was like, this is the best team in the country. They should be able to handle Miami.
When you look at another matchup, Indiana versus Alabama, how do you see that one playing out?
I think Indiana can really get after Ty Simpson. This is an Alabama team that's really talented, and when they're on, right? You look at Ty Simpson, when he was playing his best ball during the regular season, he looked like a guy who could win the Heisman. Horton at wide receiver, Jeremy Bernard at wide receiver, right? Ryan Williams, if he decides that he wants to catch the ball on a given Saturday, very good wide receiver, right? Those guys, again, feels very dangerous. Where do I feel like they're weak? Well, they can't run the damn football, and Ty Simpson also has to play under duress a ton. What'd you see from Indiana all year long? It's a defense that is chaotic. They apply pressure to quarterbacks. They're one of the best run defenses in the country. I think this is a game where Ty Simpson's probably running for his life. And then I flip it over to the other side, where I think Alabama, good defense. I don't think they have a great defense. And you're looking at Indiana, who's basically been able to put up points on anybody. In the one game where they didn't against Ohio State in the Big Ten Championship, they were still able to come up with clutch plays. Vegas had them, I think, as a touchdown favorite over Alabama. Indiana was. And honestly, I might take Indiana to cover in that one. I just think they're in two different places right now. I didn't like Alabama heading into the postseason anyway, and they're getting a matchup that I just don't think plays into their favor.
Joshua Perry joining us on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. This group of five situation, having two group of fives in the first round of the playoffs, clearly not ideal from a TV ratings standpoint or from a competitive standpoint, but what is there a solution that you see? What would be the solution if you were in charge of college football? What would you do about that?
Yeah, it's an interesting thing to me because I feel like we have this conversation and the Power Four people who don't want G5 then are like pointing fingers at these G5 teams and taking shots at them. And then G5 people take it personally. And I guess I would start with, like, it's not the group of five's fault that the ACC couldn't come up with tiebreakers, and it's not the group of five's fault that I guess the only thing the group of five was at fault of is the idea of, like, we might sue if we don't get in, but it's literally just not their fault that they can't compete on this same scale, right? So, like, I'm not going to take shots at them. We saw what happened over the weekend. It's just not that pretty. There are really two solutions to me. Is number one, we need to get to a place where there's a group of five championship. And people are like, oh, why would we exclude half of the sport in its othering and we can't do that to group of five? And I guess my response is, like, we have a distinction between Power Five and Group of Five anyway. So, like, already half of the sport we view as completely different than the other half. But I would also make the argument, and I have before, that Purdue is not even playing the same sport as Ohio State at the beginning of the year. So why would I assume that James Madison or Tulane are playing the same sport as Ohio State? I'm not going to do that, and I'm not going to force them to compete for the same championship. But some people don't like that. That's perfectly fine. Let's just take the top 12 teams. And if we want to be inclusive, you're a group of five team, you have to be inside of the top 15 to make it into the 12-team field. But part of this whole ridiculousness of what we're seeing right now, I think, is that the field's too damn big to begin with. But if we're going to do this, the field's too big, we shouldn't take the number 20 team. We shouldn't take the number 24 team. We should not do that. But this is what we've done. So I think there are two easy solutions here, but I don't get to make that decision. I just get to sit here and talk about it. So I hope some of the smart people that are paid a lot of money start to do that.
Joshua, I know you like to have a hot take. I don't want to put you on the spot, but tomorrow is a hot take Tuesday, and we love to get our hot takes off as early as we can. I'm giving you the floor if you want to get off a hot take. I was specifically asking about holiday hot takes, but if you don't have one of those, do you have a hot take for tomorrow's Hot Take Tuesday to get us started?
Yeah. I guess hot take would be that Christmas movies and songs in general are very sad until the end of it. There's some sort of storyline that is just ridiculously sad that I kind of don't appreciate. Home Alone kid gets left at home. The Grinch, like, they cast this dude off. He hates Christmas, whatever the case is. Jingle All the Way. The guy forgets basically that he has a son and a wife until the neighbor comes over and is like, you know, I'm going to eat your wife's cookies. Like, that's insane to me. It's insane. That's what holiday content is. It's sad until it's not. And I'm tired of that.
There you go. That's a hot take for sure. I love it. Joshua, have a happy holidays yourself, and we will talk next week, all right?
All right, take care, guys.
There you
Happy
go.
holidays.
Happy holidays indeed. Joshua Perry joining us in the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. Tomorrow, Hot Take Tuesday, right here on the show. When we come back, we'll hit the buzzer next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Hey there and good morning. Right now, no major issues that we're watching across the metro. Busy traffic on 71 near downtown, but no crashes that we're watching right now. I'm 10 TV's Amy Steckerwald with your fan traffic.
Picture it, your holiday table, the family cooking together, the scent of golden brown bread, rosemary from roasted potatoes, and a salad so crisp it snaps. This season at Kroger, make the moments that matter possible with quality that's affordable in every aisle. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Save on USDA Choice Bone-In Ribeye Roast. Just $8.99 a pound with your card and additional $25 purchase. Limit 1. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
This is Aaron Gaynor. And I'm Jerry Taylor. Representing everyone at ECO, we just want to wish you a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Aaron, we should tell them about the day that you and I became business partners.
Yeah, I've been kind of wanting to hear that story myself.
Well, you remember the day I rear-ended you just as you were turning into the parking lot at ECO?
You were going to call your insurance company, but your cell phone was dead.
That's right. So I followed you here into the ECO building and said, is there an empty office with a landline that I can use?
And I said, yeah, there's an empty office here next to mine.
So I went in there and called my insurance company.
And you've been using that office ever since.
Yes, I give you free advice, and you give me free office space. And that is how we became partners.
On behalf of all the generous plumbers, Merry Christmas electricians, and we got great news for you HVAC technicians.
ECO wishes you an extremely very Merry Christmas and a rollicking Happy New Year.
Rollicking?
Get ECO.
ECO.
Instant classics are exciting, but true legends have impact over time, like how Plant Moran has been counted on by companies and clients for the past 100 years. Counted on for advice by the workwear brand You Zip Up Every Day, counted on for guidance by the zoos and aquariums inspiring the next generation, counted on for a holistic approach to those growing, protecting, and sharing their wealth. From accounting to tax to consulting to wealth management, we're built year after year on the stories and success we help others achieve. Here's to the next 100 years of Plant Moran. Count on us.
Need new appliances for the holiday season? Menards is the place to shop. We have appliances ready to take home today. Whether you want new laundry appliances or need upgrades for your kitchen, you'll be sure to find appliances that'll make your life easier. Visit our excellent in-stock appliance selection today. Plus, check out Menards.com to view all of our great deals happening this week.
Warm season's greetings to you all from Menards.
1877 Cars for Kids. K-A-R-S Cars for Kids. Hurry! It's our last chance to donate for 2025. Donate your car today.
Call 1-877-CARS for Kids to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS for Kids.
Donate your car today. Hurry! It's our last chance to donate for 2025.
Common Man here for Germain Nissan. You'd have to be crazy not to consider a Nissan from Germain Nissan, especially this month during their annual final sale, where every car's been marked down to the lowest possible price. Plus, with Germain's $1,000 price promise, no one will sell you a Nissan for less. J.D. Powers ranked Nissan #1 in customer satisfaction among mainstream brands. No credit, bad credit, Germain Nissan can help you get in a car today. Germain Nissan, 4300 Morse Road, GermainNissan.com.
Bet365 is paying out before the final whistle.
Check out Bet365's unrivaled early payout offer. When you bet on a team to win and they take a 17-point lead, you get paid no matter the final score. Forget the final whistle and start counting that cash. Hold up. You get early payout on parlays, too.
Download the app and see why it's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio. T&Cs apply.
Join the fan weeknights at 6 for the Buckeye Show. And if you're asking if it's just a bunch of homers rooting for all things Ohio State, yes, it is. Proud to be your flagship home of the Buckeyes, the Fan, Ohio's sports destination. All your favorite fan shows are available when you want them.
Head to 971thefan.com and hit that subscribe button.
The Fan, Ohio's sports destination. One of these men was prom king. The other is Tyvis. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Tomorrow, Hot Take Tuesday, our final one of the year. Well, of not of the year, of before the Christmas holiday.
Won't be here.
I won't be here next week, but you can still do it when I'm not here next Tuesday.
Hot Take Tuesday.
Oh, don't worry. We're all ready with sound effects and everything. We got it all jammed up for tomorrow, so we'll get those off. Tweet them to us now at Bone and Tyvis 971, or use the Fan app and record yours, and we'll play it tomorrow here on the Fan. Ryan Baker joins us now. Bake, thank you for the cookies again. I know we thanked you on the air before, but a bag of cookies.
You're welcome, gentlemen.
They said this is how you get you got your women back in the day.
Listen, you got to do
get them a goodie
whatever
bag.
you can, right? I mean, Jeter gave them one when they left. You got to do what you got to do, right? By the way, I like this. I've never seen you that I can remember in a hat that's not a Guardians hat. I like this.
That's what I told
This is what the Jackets needed to turn it around. They're going to go on like a 7-game winning streak now.
Well, we'll see. I still got to alternate, Cleveland.
I mean, the the Monsters are their affiliate, and where do they play their games? In Cleveland.
Well,
so I mean,
they just broke the Teddy Toss record.
Well, technically, I'm breaking my rule. My rule is that I only wear the. You know why?
I know what the rule is. That's why I brought it up.
Have I ever told you why I only wear Guardians hats?
No, I don't think you've ever explained that.
So
on
the
air.
reason I only wear Guardians hats is because, one, I'm from Cleveland, and the baseball is the only sport that actually wears hats. Like, you could put a Cavs hat on, but they don't wear hats.
Yeah.
You can put a Browns hat on, but they don't wear hats. Like, the Guardian hat is like the official Cleveland team hat.
You don't have a Cavs hat?
No.
I thought you did.
I don't own anything outside. I own some Buckeye hats that Cardell gave me that he had got for free. He gave them to me. But outside,
it's for me.
Outside of that, I only get Guardians hats. So that's why I'm breaking my rule.
Yeah, I clearly break that rule all the time. I'll wear a hat of literally a gas station if you give it to me. I'm good with any hat that they have. Now, I have a question for you guys. Did either of you watch the Jake Paul, Anthony Joshua
I sure did.
fight? I will put in air quotes. What'd you think of that?
I sure did. I thought it was like all of that stuff, pretty much crap, but we watch it because it's like a train wreck and you can't help. And it was, I don't know, it's what you expect. I am someone who, and I said this on the air Friday.
Wanted him to lose.
No. I don't care about that. I just want him to actually box because I actually think that Jake Paul, because I've watched some of his training videos and seen him do stuff with Ryan Garcia, and he's got super quick hands and he's got some power. I just wish, and I know it doesn't make money, and these guys, well, I think I saw Paul made $120 million and Anthony Joshua made $60 million. So good for them. They're breaking the system. I just wish Jake Paul would have actually went up the boxing ranks like most people and boxed actual boxers so we could have seen what, if any, talent he had. Everybody knew if this was a real fight, which I don't know if it was a real fight or not, quite frankly, the other night, but everybody knows, that's just not fair. Anthony Joshua had 40 pounds on him. And he was a world heavyweight boxer, boxed in the Olympics. Everybody knew if that was real, Anthony Joshua would murder him, and he broke his jaw.
And he more or less, it looked like they basically said, just get this to 5 or 6 rounds and then go ahead and do your thing. Correct. And he showed up and did his thing. And
nobody cared about that. I cared about Anderson Silva beating Tyron Woodley.
And did
you see?
That uppercut was nasty.
He faked the kick and then upped him, and then the dude shot his leg. It was bad. Oh man, it was.
But
nasty.
See, here's the problem with this stuff.
They forgot what sport they was in.
And listen, Anderson Silva's 50 years old and still got. He always had sneaky power. But here's the thing: we're doing these things, and these guys aren't real boxers. And you said, "Hey, fake the kick." What are you even looking at a kick for in a boxing match? But they're MMA fighters, and they're just used to that.
He tried to take him down. He's like, I'll do MMA. I don't know what all this boxing stuff is.
There was a lot of sports this weekend to consider.
There was. You pissed off the gambling degenerates that all bet the under on rounds for this fight. You go on Twitter. The fix is in.
What was
it was like 2.5 or 3.5 rounds.
Oh, yeah.
The over-under was 3.5?
Well, because they thought if it was an actual fight,
he was getting his butt whooped. He got knocked down with 3-4 times in the fight.
But let's be honest. If this was a real fight, it'd have been over in round 1.
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
So
yeah, it felt like, and especially with Jake Paul's just falling down and then grabbing his legs. How many times did he do that move where it's are you trying to wrestle him? What is this? This is not boxing. If all you're doing is trying to grab him and take him down.
And we can all say whatever negative we want about it. People are watching because Netflix wouldn't be paying the money if they weren't. And like we said, Jake Paul made $120 million. Anthony Joshua made $60 million. Good for them for laughing all the way to the bank.
Here's the question I have. Would you let Anthony Joshua hit, or any heavyweight fighter like that, pick whoever you want in their prime as hard as they can for $120 million? The answer is absolutely.
Break my jaw.
Yeah, are they wearing a boxing glove or not? Because if they're bare knuckle hitting me in the face, I don't know if I want it.
It's exactly the scenario that Jake Paul signed up for.
We get to fight.
I'm going to get on my knees like Tyvis and pray, please.
Le'Leon Donna, if you listening, please, one more time. Please, talk back to your mother one more time.
I'm going to tattoo that butt.
Been in the gym, too.
Although
please.
I saw Anthony Joshua, the issue he has is because he is from the UK, so he had to pay all the U.S. taxes, and then what's left goes over to the UK, and then that gets taxed again more. So he lost a lot more money on this, relatively speaking, than Jake Paul did, where Jake Paul just got taxed on the stuff in the U.S. So that part of it sucks for him.
I think he's
still,
okay.
yeah,
he made out very well.
He cleared over $50 million, I think, in this fight.
The problem with the system is that he's a former heavyweight champion and made more money on this spectacle fight than any other fight he'll make for the rest of his life.
Well, that's why Tank didn't fight. That's why Tank was going to fight Jake Paul instead of the rematch with Lamont Roach, because this was going to pay way more money than the fight with Roach.
There's a lot of them for doing it. There's a lot of money on just teeing off on douchebags. So I'm like, I'm good with it. If that's what we're doing at this point, can I nominate people for these fights? Because I would do that in a second.
We can all hate the Paul brothers all we want, but they have made a lot of money.
They're
doing a lot of nothing. Good for them for finding loopholes. They are geniuses.
I don't hate on them.
Where are they from?
Cleveland.
From the land.
Are they?
Cleveland.
I didn't realize that.
But where do they live now?
Probably L.A.
Puerto Rico.
Yeah, every time they say Cleveland, Ohio by way of San Juan, Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
No, I didn't realize that. All right.
Let them live. They got out of the country.
They made a lot. Well, he made a lot of money. Jake Paul did this weekend.
Puerto Rico's technically in the country. But,
I guess.
Bishop and friends, I presume a lot of discussion about Buckeyes, opponent, Miami playoffs, stuff like that.
Buckeyes, Miami, a lot of that today. CFP talk in general. There's not 12 teams worthy like we've always said. We don't need more, but we're going to get more. Also, I believe at 11 o'clock, Julian Sayin and some of the Ohio State players are going to be speaking over at the Woody Hayes Athletic Center. So we're going to try to dip into that, let you hear some of that as well. Me, Bo, and Rhyme Time today.
There you go. The guy who takes down Tyvis Powell on Papa's shot.
Wow.
Rhymer. He'll be
just
there.
one of the many.
Wow. 3 hours. Bishop and friends coming up next.
Shove it down your throat.
It's time for the buzzer.
Sponsored by Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems. Find your local Bryant Heating and Cooling dealer at Bryant.com.
I have a wild stat for you about the playoffs from Mike Florio. Usually I don't enjoy reposting stuff that Florio says, but this one's pretty good. For the first 30 Super Bowls, the Dallas Cowboys played in the game to get to the Super Bowl, championship game of the NFC, before that. 16 times of the 31st Super Bowls, more than half the time, the Cowboys were involved in the game that decided who gets to go to the Super Bowl, right? Mm-hmm. Pretty good record. Mm-hmm. They were in the Super Bowl semifinal game in 66, 67, 70, 71, on and on and on we could go, into the 90s. Since then, the last 30 Super Bowls, because now this is Super Bowl 60 coming up, they have been in that game 0 times. And they've been in the playoffs 13 times in those 30. So they were eliminated this week, and they obviously won't be doing that this time. So just a crazy, first half, second half of their existence. Crazy difference that they've had in that time since.
Jerry needs some glory hole.
Poor Bodie. Notre Dame gets left out. The Cowboys are out.
Panama Ted's sad today. LeBron James is broken up as always. It's just really tough. All right, that's it for us. Have a great rest of your Monday. Bishop and Friends is next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning and happy Monday. Right now, no major crashes that we're watching across the metro. Busy traffic on 71 near downtown. But again, we are crash-free right now. I'm 10 TV's Amy Stuggerwald with your Fan Traffic.
This Christmas, get a bonus AI Essentials course when you enroll in any My Computer Career IT program by the end of the year. That's a $3,900 value. Attend classes online or on campus. Enjoy lifetime job placement support and IT certifications in high demand. Go to mycomputercareer.edu today and take the free career evaluation. That's mycomputercareer.edu, an elite CompTIA certification partner. Conditions apply to AI offer and financial aid is available to those who qualify, including the GI Bill.
McDonald's is putting value back on the menu. Whether you're craving a Big Mac, McNuggets, or sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddles, make it a meal and save. Your favorite is now your wallet's favorite too. extra value meals are back.
Now get a sausage McMuffin with egg extra value meal, complete with hash browns and a small coffee for just $5. Only at McDonald's for a limited time. Price and participation may vary. Single item at regular price excludes tax.
Do you hate holiday pictures because of your teeth?
What if a brand new smile was possible?
No matter what the current state of your mouth.
Welcome to Runyon Dental Group, home of the Implant and Smile Center,
where gorgeous, healthy smiles become a reality.
At Runyon, we've built a team of some of the most highly trained arch and implant doctors in the entire nation. This isn't an ordinary dental practice.
We believe that everyone can have a great smile,
including you, especially you. Your new smile is waiting at Runyon Dental Group.
I'm back to doing what I love and more, thanks to the Good Feet store.
Do you want to walk, play pickleball, and enjoy other fun activities to stay healthy, but you can't because of bad feet? Hi, this is Mike, and the Good Feet store wants to help.
I just had difficulty walking. I tried them on in the store.